guest, fourth time All-Star, one of my realest homies, one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite people to talk with, and one of the coolest niggas you'll ever know. Brick Youngsta. Welcome back to the fourth time popping out on a Chicago Wave interview.
Yo, what's going on, man? You know what the fuck is going on, man. It's Top Tweaker, man. Mm-hmm. Listen, it is a blessing, man. You know, 4 interviews strong. You know, all of them did good numbers, nice feedback. It is a blessing. It'd be great to be here. It'd be great to be here. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be more of a blessing to me too to watch this shit grow. I ain't gonna lie. I be loving this. It's been a minute too. It's been a minute. We usually come back quicker.
It's been officially a year since we did our 3rd interview.
And what that one do? That one did a few thousand.
Yes, it definitely did. Definitely over like 20,000. If I'm not mistaken.
For sure.
But the reason why it's been over a year because every time we talk, they don't like that we talk, but they also hate that you tell the truth though, and that's the thing. And you don't hold back. Yeah. So with that being said, and then they was like, stop posting this nigga. I'm like, first off, fuck you. Second off, okay, fine. Since you don't want to hear from a real street nigga's perspective, I'll give you something else. I gave them Nene, I gave them Snuggie, and I gave them Pussy Bacon, and even still, they tired of seeing them, and I'm not stopping. But y'all say y'all tired of seeing them. So we bringing Brick back, but this time I'm not giving you niggas no more breaks. When I put a nigga in y'all face, y'all better deal with it. So this time ain't
after dark personal.
Just don't.
Future me edit that out. So from now on, ain't no more breaks. And on top of that, you keep getting your IG deleted. I'm sick of that.
I was just gonna say, man, when he posts me this time, man, don't clap my IG, man. Don't report my IG, man. Please, y'all. Please don't report that IG, man. I be needing my page. One thing I don't do is I don't fuck with how nigga make his money and feed his family. Whatever he doing with his money. If he not even feeding his family, he just feeding his mama. However a nigga get his money, I don't fuck with a nigga money, man. I don't fuck with the business. Whatever is going on in the streets and shit, that's the streets. Or whatever the nigga feel like going on in the streets, that's the streets. But when it come to a motherfucker platform, YouTubes and pages and shit, I just feel like reporting people pages, getting people pages, took how they brand and make their money is like you fucking with a motherfucker business. Like that makes shit go past the internet. That's what people don't be understanding. They look at it like a motherfucker get into it and crash out over this internet shit or let the internet get to them when, this shit is business. That's how I look at it. I don't know how everybody else look at it, but this is a business. So when you get to fucking up the business and the brand, that's worth getting into it about because you got to protect the brand and the business at all costs. So,
Exactly. And I ain't gonna lie. One thing that I've learned after talking with certain rappers, like because I have you on a consistent basis up here, you and me are a part of the same brand. So as long as my brand alive, yours is. So we are a part of the same team, the same brand. Speaking of team, we gotta give a big shout out to Ironic with a K Studios. Cause this is where we are, this is where the interview was sponsored at. Shout out my boy Pyro, be the name, PC Montana on Instagram, GMC.
Shout out Pyro, man. Shout out the gang, man. You know what's going on, man.
Shit show. And now let's get it all cracking. You could have been on DJU 16, Sean Corporate Media Cartel, J-Man, Drea Old, True Teller, wherever you want it to be, but you're fucking the way for the 4th time, and it's always a blessing for you to make that decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up there whenever they send that deposit through. They know I'm coming. You know, I don't do shit for free. They gotta send. I don't do shit for free or for promotion.
Hey, after this, they gonna reach out. So, and no jumper got you in the eyes, but they trying to figure out where the fuck you be at because your IG keep getting on. Hey, I got you, Adam.
Hey, look, on that note, I was already thinking this though. A lot of motherfuckers gonna want to interview. I'm finna start back being on my gram. It just be hard to be on my gram because like when I use my platforms, like I say, that's the business. So I market myself in different ways. Like how people may pay for advertisements or pay for Instagram ads and shit like that. I don't do that. I just market myself by being me. So I'm always stay in the public eye because I just be me. And motherfuckers don't like when you. That's one thing I learned. When you always gonna be looking weird because 90% of the world, what I come to learn is do weird shit. So when you be you always gonna look weird because you that 10% that stand out like a sore thumb. Because 90% of the world doing weird shit. So it's like I just be me, so I stay in the public eye. That's just all it is. So I'm gonna be back up there. It's just once they get to clapping them pages, I ain't gonna lie, I'll take that shit serious. Because like I say, this is the business, this is the brand. That should be making me go crazy. The last page got clapped, I was crying. So that shit had me crying real.
I cried when my page got clapped.
That shit had me crying real tears.
Hey, I cried when my page got clapped.
It took a long time.
Wait. Say that again, Pyro.
I got 40,000 followers, gang. And then when I voted for Trump, gang, they then it took like 1,000.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, that
No wonder you got those shit.
That like 1,000 followers. I was like, "Fuck, don't do this to me, gang."
It hurt. It hurt bad. It hurt bad.
Yeah. You was a man. As a matter of fact, Brick, I'm gonna tell you something. First off, you were the second person we ever interviewed overall. So first off, you're a Chicago OG. But second off, at the time, I was still learning about how to get this interview thing going. I was still trying to learn.
First rap on the page, man. I feel legendary for sure.
For shit show, I'm telling you. And since then we've been learning. So now I learned how to do better questions, properly headline shit, upgrade the thumbnails, and I know how to flip everything that was controversial to something positive. This year, I'm aiming to be more positive and shit. But we still gonna address certain shit though. We gonna address certain shit regardless, because that has to be talked about. But
hey, don't say that positivity shit out the window. Hey, we gonna get to that.
We gonna talk about it.
I'm definitely with you when you. No, he on to something, because I'm with you when you right.
On funnel. Yeah, but another thing I learned is we gotta realize we don't have a lot of rappers who is intelligent, and that is a shame. But when I found out that it is rappers intelligent, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start pointing out more. And my boy Pyro just got to talk about how voting for Trump got us paid. That reminded me. We live in a world where we need to talk about our history and everything, or what's currently going on.
People don't want to hear about their history. So that's one thing I'll come to learn. The black race definitely don't want to hear about their history.
And guess what? And it's Black History Month, so we finna change that shit. So as of right now,
Brick, I can go there, I can pop my shit on that.
So as of right now, Brick, let's talk. Do you want to talk about politics?
We can talk about it all, man. You know me.
All right. Shit. Now, first off, before we talk about our history for a brief second, before we get into topics here, let's talk about what's been going on as for every time I ask about politics. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. I've interviewed Pyro, Nene, Pussy Megan, etc. And everyone had their own opinions on who they wanted to vote for. But what I come to conclusion based on talking with is a lot of people did not want Kamala to be our president because of the sole fact that she's a female and men do not want to be led by a woman. However, Donald Trump is someone who may have run the president before, but he's someone that's been said is not fit to be president. So from your perspective, what's your thoughts on the presidential debate and who we have as the president as of right now?
Okay, now look, this is what I'm gonna say about that. Now, as far as a woman, I'm gonna start there first. One, you already know me. I'm a God-fearing man, so I'll put God first. A woman ain't meant to rule nothing in this world. A woman ain't meant to rule nothing in this world, says God. Nothing. A woman ain't meant to rule nothing. A woman is meant to just obey. That's it. That's it. A woman was on some real shit. A woman was put here to just shut the fuck up and be peace. Simple. Do as told, because when God created Adam, he said, Adam was here already. This is what a motherfucker got to realize. Adam was already here doing good by himself, not doing bad by his damn self. He was doing good by his damn self. God said it's not good for men to be alone.
Okay.
I love God. I kind of be like, I don't know about that. I get him. But the minute Eve came in, that's when shit got fucked up. He said it's not good for men to be alone. She didn't do that. She didn't just be his piece. She wanted to be more than his piece. She wanted to run shit. She wanted to have free will. She wanted to do this. She wanted to be knowledgeable. She wanted to be everything outside of what God created her to be. And that was just to be here and be peace. Get him kids. Let him knock you up as many times as he can. Keep letting him hit that thing. Keep the crib clean. Cook. Shut up. Don't give him no headache, no problems. That's what a woman was put here for. You feel me? Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if your man falls short and you got to, lift him up and give him some encouraging words, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But the shit that I'm seeing now is like women are not submissive. A woman is supposed to come submissive already. So, and women are too emotional. So, with that being said, to clear that up, I don't feel like a woman is meant to lead or run nothing, because a woman is already emotional. The minute a woman made her first decision, the first time a woman got a decision to make on her own, and she got to make her own decision, and God gave her free will, what did she do? Fucked it up for everybody. He fucked it up for everybody. So it's like shit. Women are too emotional. Women don't think how men think. Like most men, when you do some shit, you might get their reaction right then and there. Whether it's a facial expression, he letting you know this shit gonna continue later, or he just snap out right there, depending on what it is. A woman, they too emotional. So she gonna sit there and tell herself like, oh, I got this nigga, I'm gonna show this nigga. And that's the part with a woman. Oh, she too emotional, she acting off emotions. So she gonna intentionally plan and plot out to hurt you and get you back. That's the shit you gotta watch out for. A motherfucker that'll intentionally plot to get you. Instead of a motherfucker that accidentally did some all fuck ups, shit happens sometimes, you feel me? But a motherfucker that's gonna plan to hurt you is a motherfucker you always gotta be mindful of. So women act off emotions, they think off emotions. So you don't need no woman ruling the world in the country when she think off emotions. When her period come on, her hormones get to acting different, she's gonna act different. So now she's gonna run the country based off her emotions and her hormones and how she feeling. Her man break up with her, she's gonna run the country based off how her man break up with her. A man ain't gonna do that. His wife cheat on him and divorce him. He ain't gonna do that. He gonna run the country the way he wanna run it still. So a woman is not meant to lead the country. A woman is not meant to lead nothing. Like a woman is not meant to lead. That's just point blank period. I would never in my life let a woman ever lead me. That's backwards as fuck. I wish a woman would try to lead me. Like that's what should be dead at. Like it'll never happen. A woman, I would never obey a woman's law. That's never gonna happen. Never in a million years. It's gonna be my law, my way, or nothing. Hit the highway. Simple. I could be single. I could be by myself. I done did too much time. I know how to be by myself. I'm the best self pleaser in the dough. So it'd be like I ain't too thirsty for that shit. So a woman can't lead me. So if a nigga let a woman lead him, that's the he gonna have to answer to God. Hey, he gonna have to answer to God because God tell you that's a sin to let a woman lead you. I ain't finna be letting no woman lead me. I got too many sins I'm already committing trying to clear up. I ain't gonna add that. Now as far as my man's Trump, people say he's not fit to lead. How is he not fit to lead? That's the best president we ever fucking had, ever in life. Ever in life. You gotta listen, you gotta let me know what president ever did what he ever did in life, ever. Listen, he showed y'all when shit got hard. Listen, when we had a time what they call poverty and COVID hit, stock markets crash, everything, shit like that. When we went into a recession, they say he showed that they be full of bullshit. Look how many millions he dished out to underprivileged people, to the homeless, to the needy, to the poor. You see what I'm saying? And then he didn't raise our taxes. He lowered our shit, raised the politicians and all they shit. So you got to just watch what he do. He don't. And then the thing is, I can never dislike a motherfucker that's never came into office and said, oh yeah, I'm gonna give y'all lemonade and every water fountain in the school. He kept it real and said what the fuck he was gonna do. He never lied. If they can show me one lie where he said I'm gonna do this for y'all and didn't do it, then okay, they got me. Maybe I'm gonna have to question him a little bit. He's never got up there and lied. Everything he said, he did. And he letting y'all know, I'm stripping this, I'm taking this, whether y'all like it or not, and he still win. They just show you can't take what God got planned for you.
Okay, now first off, you just opened the door to so many debates. So yeah, a lot of people will get worried about that. But what I need to ask you is this: Donald Trump once said in his presidential debate with Joe Biden before he resigned to let Kamala try running, that he has done more for the black community than anyone else, with the exception of Abraham Lincoln. Do you agree with that statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, bet.
Listen, for the black people, he has done the most. Okay, he has done the most for the black race. When Abraham Lincoln came in, he did a lot. I could fuck with that.
Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves.
Listen, thank you. I was just gonna say he still owns slaves too, though. He still owns slaves.
Okay, he did, but
did
he free those slaves later?
All slaves weren't still free yet. It was still slaves. People were still owned slaves. Slaves still didn't know they was free. It didn't really break out till like a little bit after that. That's why like people be getting that Juneteenth shit fucked up too, because it didn't break out when it was supposed to break out. You feel me? Yeah. When motherfuckers really supposed to be free, it didn't really hit. And Abraham Lincoln, I salute him, like, because a lot of presidents didn't open up and free no slaves at all. But it's like he still has slaves. You feel me?
He was the motherfucker that told us it's free.
All right, bet. Now,
he still has slaves, so it's like.
Now, Pyro, you said you had a question for Brick. What was your question?
Man, my shit went too further. He went too further down, but now my thing, I'm gonna go back to the unfit part. That's what I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
He is unfit. We just gonna say that. Let's agree on that. But he is the best person to run.
32 times.
He's really the best answer for like solutions. That's what I'm saying. Okay. He got a book called Midas Tux. So can we agree that he's like
what makes him unfit though?
No.
He is a 32 times felon according to Pussy Bick.
So if I'm a felon, that mean I don't get to have no good job. I don't mean
no shit. 32 times felon.
What that mean? What that mean?
So you, cause like felons is usually supposed to be looked at as people that's against the justice system or the law overall. And this nigga is a felon ripping the law. But on top of that,
that's the fake people. See, listen.
Go ahead.
Me and my brother Dub was just not to even cut you off, brother. Me and my brother Dub was just talking earlier. And I was just telling him, I remember a time when we were shorties and some motherfuckers ran in the crib, robbed the crib, walked the bam, held us up at gunpoint, OG juking, jamming. They hating that a female getting so much money, jamming like a nigga, running that bitch, walked the bam. Now, at this time, we shorties, we don't know nothing about the streets, none of that. Bro picked up the phone to call the law. So in my mind, it's like, I'm not that type of nigga that's gonna say and tell you I'm just fuck the police, fuck the judicial system. I'm fuck 12. You got the police and you got 12. 12 is the corrupt ones, and you got the police. I salute the police. They doing their job.
That's their job.
They do what the fuck they supposed to do.
And that does not mean you snitch just for the ghetto niggas in the comments. Continue.
Listen, if a nigga call me a snitch because
put the paperwork up,
the police doing their job, that's what the fuck they supposed to do. I salute the ones doing their job. Motherfucker running your motherfucking kid's school. Shoot the school up. You ain't gonna be able to track him down. Half of these niggas be broke as fuck. They can't even track down the ops on the next block. So you telling me you just want this man running around free, knowing he just slaughtered a school full of kids? Your mindset, and you know you can't get to him. It'd be different if you can get to him. You try to catch him first. You know you can't get to him. Your mindset, you telling me you just rather him just be free. Cause you don't want the police to do their job. Motherfuckers' mindsets be dumb. Motherfucker running your granny crib, rape your granny. You can't get there. The police the closest people. You don't want them to stop there and stop it.
Okay, so you encourage people to citizens, but
that's my opinion.
You know what's matter of fact, citizens are not citizens are street niggas. You do encourage them to reach out to the police for dangers that's not meant to be street related.
This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Listen. Okay. Prime example. I'm not gonna get in all to the detail and shit, but some shit happened with one of my children who out the bam.
Okay.
Long story short, at they school. Now, I could have been the ignorant motherfucker because I know who I am and what I get into and lost it. Lost it in that bitch and caught a case. Now I can't really protect my daughter, do shit for my daughter because I'm gone. So who did I really feel? I'm trying to prove myself to the streets, or I'm trying to prove myself to my child. Right. So am I a real nigga to the streets first, or am I a real nigga overall? That's what a motherfucker gotta understand. So I had to go do the proper paperwork, pull up to the police station, file the report, get the case number, all that. So it's like, I can't say like, no, street niggas can't, because I had to go to the station, fill this out, do this, woo out the bam. So it's like, I don't know. You feel me?
Okay, bet.
I agree with that. If it's like a business, I agree with that. It's as far as like that's your family home from, you supposed to do that. That's the proper protocol, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is in the streets, you got to be proper protocol. But you already know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, mind your business. That's at the end of the day. Mind your business. Yeah. That's not your business. That's why snickers be getting stitches, gang.
Yeah. I feel like if some shit don't involve, like, if you not seeing a motherfucker get raped, or old ladies getting robbed, women getting robbed and shit like that, kids getting harmed, man, stay in your place, man, your business. All right. I feel like that. I do feel like motherfuckers should mind their business, yeah. I'm just saying, like, if some shit was happening to one of your peoples and the closest people to stop it was the law, you won't want them to be there and stop it?
I agree. That's what I agree.
Because they can prevent this death if they get there. But you gonna tell them don't pull up because you police K?
All right. That says enough
when I see the police, I be nervous because I know how they look at motherfuckers like me, but I be more calm because, well, if you got the right ones, I be calm because I be thinking like, shit, now I ain't really got to over clutch my pipe or toe my pipe because I hope they going to do their job. A motherfucker ain't going to be crazy enough to play Y12 right here because they going to do their job.
That is true.
I be hoping to feel comfortable when the law around.
Of course, depending on the situation. But all right, that says enough right there.
I done did time, so it's like I done did time, so
you know the difference
like,
between
a lot of motherfuckers ain't never walked down no. A lot of motherfuckers ain't never walked down no time, never did no bids, so they don't understand like how to move and move different. Like I was a young nigga before, like, and I used to look at niggas that talk like I talk, and I ain't even gonna lie. I used to be like, man, that nigga a bitch. He sound like a hoe. That nigga a hoe. Not knowing that nigga really get like that. Whole time that nigga just overcame all the shit that I done went through. He just at the point to where if you ain't causing harm to him and his family, he ain't even got to prove himself. So he ain't really no bitch. I'm just over here still trying to get my name and prove myself. I'm still trying to find me. That's really what it was. Now I'm at that point to where I look like the bitch. You know, you feel me?
Man, yep. Enough said right there. Well, we gonna leave these first 20 minutes of the conversation. But all right, Brody. Now let's get on to what's been happening recently. First off, before we talk about Chicago topics that you can speak on that pertains to you, people been telling me I need to start incorporating what's going on in the world for whatever reason. So okay, fine, have it your way. Recently, that's happened is Kendrick Lamar performed at the Super Bowl, and what everybody is highlighting is how he dissed Drake publicly, said his name on stage on national television. Now, what did you catch out of Kendrick's performance?
Nah, me being honest, no funny shit.
Go ahead.
No bap.
Oh, he finna say some crazy shit.
I didn't even watch the Super Bowl.
What?
I didn't even watch the performance. On my brother, I didn't watch none of that shit. I didn't watch none of that shit. I didn't watch 5 minutes of the game. I didn't watch none of the game. All that shit be rigged. I don't even waste my time no more. I spent my time online gambling on Bovada, playing motherfucking Baccarat. Shit like that. I ain't even gonna lie. I was spending my time playing Baccarat. Then I took my little brother to work. I spent my time gambling.
All right, bet.
I spent most of my time gambling. I ain't even watch it. I heard he did that. I really don't. At first, I was like, I tried to, get a song a little play. Then it was just like, I just don't listen to certain shit. Like certain shit just like certain shit just don't move me. Now, certain shit just really don't move me. So it's like me, I'm a God-fearing man. God come before everything and everybody. Sure. So it's like,
we're gonna talk about God later on too.
I watch certain shit is like, so if you doing anything disrespecting God, degrading God, I ain't really trying to watch it and entertain it. Because I feel like I'm disrespecting it because I'm giving it my time and my attention. So I don't really, when I found out what type of time he was on, I don't really listen to niggas like Kendrick and shit. And then Jay-Z run the Super Bowl, so I just knew it was all rigged because they could have had somebody like Wayne do it. I probably would have watched it on my brother. If Wayne would have performed, I would have watched it just to see how Wayne coming. I probably would have watched it just to watch. I would have watched Wayne performance. I wouldn't have watched the Super Bowl though. I would have watched Wayne performance. But I just really I wouldn't really move. And I don't see that shit come down my timeline either. So
okay, well, a lot of people highlighted how Kendrick did his thing by performing Not Like Us and dissing Drake national publicly on some ghetto shit. And a lot of people do feel like it was weak or whatever the case may be. However, what people need to understand is when Kendrick ever performs any song that he got going on or any concert or event, it's always a message behind it. So, as far as Kendrick, was you aware of any? First off, you said no. I was about to ask a dumbass question. You just said you never saw it, and then I'm finna break it down to it. So I'm finna break down Kendrick's messages based off his performance. He had Samuel L. Jackson perform. I'm gonna go up there too, playing as Uncle Sam, which is supposed to be looked at as the house nigga, like he played in that movie Django.
Okay.
And then Sam also was telling Kendrick by warning him to play the game that white America wants to play and not be ghetto. He actually told him, y'all don't be ghetto, Kendrick. And then Kendrick had the stage set up as in a Squid Games format, which symbolizes how the rich is killing the poor. And then he had the dancers pull up in white, red, and blue representing the American flag. And the stage ended up turning into a prison yard later on where black performers was harmonizing as he was rapping. And he had Serena Williams up there crip walking as well. So the message out of that was supposed to be protect black women like her after getting disrespect from high-profile celebrities such as Drake. So basically, it was way more to it than people saw. But because a lot of people they're not intelligent, as we said earlier in this interview, they didn't catch that message. Now, based off what I described to you, what's your take on it now?
All honesty, now that you break it down to me, it's still like, fuck him. Because he doing this shit for America. I don't give a fuck about no America. Like, for real, let's be for real. This ain't the land of the free for real. I don't give a fuck about no America. I ain't give a fuck about no damn America. Like, he a house nigga. So, like, everything he, like, they house niggas. Like, that's what I'm saying. They just broke house niggas. You notice the minute they do something that these folks don't like, they network be dropping. How the fucking network dropping and you just own all it? They just get to stripping everything back. They get to losing funds and scholarships and pensions and shit that they have with these people and businesses and shit. They get to losing motherfucking sponsors and shit. They get to losing all type of shit. So it's just like, I don't know. Like I would see if like he was like one of them guys that was like really like independent and doing this shit and had his own bag and but so doing this shit for America and all that extra shit, I don't know. I ain't too fond on it, you know. Don't get me wrong, my granddad was a war vet, but I just ain't really too fond on doing shit for a motherfucker. Never mind.
It's all good. It's all good.
Be cool, gang.
Yeah, never mind.
So you gotta be cool, gang.
Never mind.
Hey, it's all good. Well, thank you for your patronage. Yeah, but all right though. Now, my boy, on to the Chicago topics that pertain you. And before we get into the controversial topics, meaning the topics that's been going on recently, there's a lot of things we gotta play catch up on. But we're gonna start with everything positive before the controversial. Now, in my second interview with THF Mooda and Lil T, Mooda gave you your props. And he asked, but before your page got clapped, he actually did get in tune with your interview, tune with everything that you were saying. He said you really do be speaking real shit that a lot of people don't be hearing, because you promote your morals as a man, principles, and you be showing how that you need to be a stand-up guy here. So basically, to summarize, even though y'all had little debates about the law and everything, overall, he still saluted you and gave you your props that a lot of people cannot do.
He might speak on shit like that I do. So he might feel like he an underdog or a certain shit like that, or he feel like not even an underdog. He just feel like he's a man. And I give him kudos for him being a man and standing on morals still at the end of the day and principles, because I do too. That's something I believe in too. So certain shit he be saying, I be sympathizing with it certain times because he be like, yeah, he right about that shit, gang. Like, yeah. This right. That certain shit I'm not gonna make it seem like he just cap ass motherfucker out. You know, I'm not the type of guy. It's just, you know, I do feel like he definitely do be talking certain shit that I do be agreeing with though, like that though. I ain't no hating ass nigga that be fuck dude and this shit like that. I ain't that type of guy. I never came off that type of way though. But
so, was you aware? You was aware of that, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
Now, from the times that you did hear Mooda talk about other topics and everything, what was your takes on those?
I fuck with some of the shit he was saying. I fuck with some of the shit he be saying. Okay. He be touching some key points. I fuck with some of the shit he be saying. Then, you know my motto. It just be like, I don't know. One time, like once you show me one side of you, it's like I know that side is you. Like you got that side in you, so it be like, I respect it and I salute him. I think I heard he was locked up.
He did recently get locked up, and okay. I still don't know why.
All right, okay, free him. You know, I don't wish jail on no man.
Sure.
You know, so I salute him, man. Hope he come home, man. I know motherfuckers got kids and shit, so I know how that shit be. You know, it's just like once you feel me. He low key got on the whole interview. You know, rolled away. He and dropped salt on my name. So like, but you know, it ain't no bloodshed, so it ain't like a motherfucker hate him or nothing. It's just I just still kind of look at him a little different, but you know.
Okay, well, outside of that, after THF passed earlier this year, he made a post saying, from now on, he's not trying to have no resentment in his heart towards nobody, and even with his own father. So now he's at the point where now he wants to be promoting peace, positivity, etc. And he still tries. He's trying to change his life for the better. So
I like that.
If he could let go of everything, could you let go of everything as well?
I told you I let go of what? It ain't like I got no hatred in my heart towards him. It ain't like I got no hatred in my heart towards him or nothing like that. It's just like it ain't like I feel no type of way towards him or no shit like that. It's just simply the fact. He said that little shit. I just, make me just look at him a little different. Just like, okay, is he gonna turn into this guy again? But it don't make me like hate him or nothing like that. Ain't nothing to let go. I don't feel like we ain't got no tension. He ain't You feel me? He ain't killed none of my peoples, you feel me? Ain't no blood shit, like I said, so I don't feel like we got no tension or nothing like that. So it ain't really shit to let go. You feel me? It ain't shit to let go.
All right, bet.
We good. It ain't, you feel me? It ain't like that.
All right, free motor. Now, next topic. Around our time we did our third interview, we was talking about how Glizzy was coming off as goofy and doing shit that he doing, but also not feeling about his statement about how people was clout chasing on Duck name, and you was speaking of how you was not one of them. And Duck wanted you to have the clout off his name, but you still wanted your own way. What recently happened last year was after FBG Young had a talk with J Main and spoke of why he agreed with certain things Ant Glizzy was saying, Ant Glizzy then realized it's real niggas from 63rd as well. So then after that, he apologized to Young for disrespecting FBG Cash and Duck. And he said, if I would have known it was more niggas like you out here, I would have never looked at 63rd as a whole as a goofy. And he only looked at him as a goofy because of his issues with King Yellow. But overall, he apologized for past statements that he done made. And Duck is your brother. So considering that he apologized to not just a friend, but to the family, what's your take on it?
For starters, you know I'm always revert to this. Like I say, I'm a God-fearing man, so I don't hold hatred in my heart for nobody. I don't give a fuck what you do. It could be blood shit. I still don't hold hatred. I might not like you. I cannot like you and dislike things. But I hold no hatred in my heart for none of nobody. So it'd be like, it is what it is. You feel me? Motherfuckers be, you feel me? Like I say, he like a motherfucker. Like, I could never like really take him serious and respect him. Because as a man, it's like, I watch you go up there and...
not to cut you off, brother, but you really did say after he made that statement that you got the utmost respect for him. How do you not have respect for him now?
No, because I end up looking and seeing him say some shit like right after that, after Young had came off of DJU or whatever. So he was saying some shit. I guess after Young, DJU was up there saying the little Tuka shit or whatever, the little remarks he was making. And Glizzy got up there and said some little shit. He got up there and said some shit. He was up there talking crazy, walked the bam after that. I had one on his page because I used to go on his YouTube page and watch the shit.
He does talk a lot on YouTube.
So he was up there talking greasy and shit, saying what he was saying and shit like that. And then I just be looking at niggas. It just made me realize, like you say, it go back to what you just said. He said he did that because he had an issue with King Yella. Not even saying Yella Goofy. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, it's always goofies in every hood. So just because it's a goofy in the hood or you got into it with a goofy, that make you think the whole hood goofies? It's always going to be killers in every hood. It's always going to be goofies in every hood. It's always going to be hustlers in every hood. It's always going to be niggas that just get money and get bitches and get fly in every hood. So it's like, just because you get into it with one nigga out the hood, that just make you disrespect the whole hood. As goofies, you just think the whole hood.
And they're not even the hood. He eventually got on to beef with more niggas. He ended up getting into it with Kyro. He ended up getting into it with Breezy and Mimo. He ended up getting into it.
How though? And you're not getting into it with niggas in your city like this. You got real pressure in your city. That's the thing. See, I've never been into getting into other motherfuckers' politics. Like, don't get me wrong, I got niggas in other cities that I fuck with that I done met off networking and shit, off the internet, but I done got up with them in person. Like, I done came to their city. Like, ain't nobody that I met on the internet came up to my city, came up here. But I done always went to their cities, went to their cribs, went to their clubs, kicked it with them, party with them, recorded at their studios and shit like that. So it's like, if some shit was to happen on one of them, yeah, I'll feel some type of way. If I'm in their city and I see one of their ops or something, it's most likely going to be some tension. Off the strength of I got love for bro, it's going to be tension for bro. What happened to bro? But as far as me on the internet, getting into it with a nigga 30, 40,000 miles away, and I don't know shit that's going on, and I'm just steady getting into it with numerous motherfuckers over the internet in other cities, and I got real tension in my city. Like, you got real tension. You got ops that you into it when you got these niggas drops and everything, yet you rather sit on YouTube as a grown man in your 30s, 40s and say you smoking people's sons. As a man, your mindset got to be fucked up, so it make me not respect you, because ain't no way I'm finna be in my 30s talking about I'm smoking anybody's son. Just the mindset of that shit. I always looked at the shit as childish. Even like when I do it, it's still childish shit. So it's like, ain't no way I'm finna be 30 plus finna be out here talking about I'm smoking somebody's son on YouTube, and I got my kids watching this. I got kids that may be watching this. If we trying to set a different example for the next generation. What we do in the streets is what we do in the streets. Like, motherfuckers putting this shit on the internet now and sitting up there letting these kids see this shit, and that include me too, because I got my faults too. That don't exclude me. Motherfuckers put certain shit up there on the internet, and motherfuckers got to realize motherfuckers got kids growing up under us and everything. So it's like, him as a grown man is like, shit, niggas like him supposed to be setting examples for niggas that's still in their 20s like me. But that's why niggas like me done failed, because we'll almost fail, because niggas like him in their 30s and moving like that. Niggas older than us moving the way they moving.
Oh, and they supposed to be setting an example.
Supposed to be setting an example. You feel me?
So and it's like influence doing the whole opposite.
That's why I move different, because like I don't want to be that nigga a motherfucker look at like, damn, he was moving this way, he was moving that way, he was doing this, he was doing that. All he wanted to talk about was this. All he pumped in our head was negativity. I don't want to be that nigga that they talking about like that as an old head, or a nigga that's in his 30s they talking about like that.
And,
you feel me?
And good thing with this interview, we're gonna address everything in a way where we could hopefully give that influence. Yeah. And as far as Ant though, he really has slowed down on talking about Chicago overall, as far as disrespecting the city overall, because he did end up getting into what I'm saying. But then he said he was done with that, and he has. And the only thing he has been talking about when it comes down to Chicago is J-Man and his way of pushing peace. But let's talk about J-Man and his way of pushing peace as of right now. Ever since our last talk about you being against pushing peace, he really has been trying to do ways of putting that time dedication to prove that he is. He got up with Tay Savage and Mimo. He won $10,000 on a bet with Sean Carter, and then gave that to all the sons or daughters of the fallen hood legends in Chicago. And what he recently did was go inside O Block and push peace with the youth, Ike, Shoebox, and even involve Gleech.
They ain't put no peace with them. They was trying to play tough.
They was playing tough when they was talking about how they want to turn the 63rd and O Block generation of beef away from the new youth coming from O Block. That was them playing tough.
Listen, this is what I'm saying.
Because if you're going to talk about tough, that's what Edogg came in.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Listen.
Go ahead.
Ike was trying to fake play tough too. He was trying to fake play tough too. Now Gleech wasn't saying that. He wasn't on that, so I take that back. Ike though, he was fake trying to play tough too. Edogg, he was over trying to play tough. This is my thing. This will make you look like a bitch, because ain't no nigga gonna come to our shit, to our hood, and I feel this type of way about him, and ain't shit finna happen to him. I don't give a fuck if Ock, Bach, Slock, who out here. When it's that time, it's gonna go down. This our shit. You can get hurt with them. You get wrapped up with them, and this shit gonna be whatever it's gonna be. So it's like, I not saying that they should have hurt folks.
Because they could have, and
they ain't. That's what I'm trying to show you. They not even that type of guys.
Okay,
they not, because if you was, it wouldn't have been that. Okay, he would have had to come through this bitch without the cameras rolling first.
Okay, true.
Just in case we hurt him, then you can roll the cameras after we decided we gonna hurt you or not. Then you can get the cameras rolled. That's why I say niggas' mindsets don't be to hurt nobody for real, bro.
Okay,
come on, man.
Now, before we go final conclusion about that,
niggas just want to look like a bitch because folks walk through y'all shit after he dissed all y'all people. That's just really what it was.
But guess what? I'm glad you still remember that shit. And first off, as far as me, I did an interview with both DCG Sean and B7. They both said, as far as J-Man, he did the right thing by walking out. But at the end of the day, the reason why he had to walk out, because Edogg was one of those people that if you do go over, he was supposed to check in with him.
Let me explain something. You see J-Man just went to O Block. He went to O Block the first time with DQ. Nothing happened. He was okay. He went the second time. It was a problem with certain individuals and certain brothers, because it's like you might talk to this nigga and came to his hood. This ain't only his hood, you know what I'm saying? You was cool when you came with him. Now you over here with somebody else, you probably thinking like, everybody feel the same way he do. If I'm cool with him, everybody over here cool. Hell no.
Niggas like,
hell no. You might come to my
hood. Look, niggas like Edogg.
That's a nigga from over there who gotta say so.
I fuck with J-Man real hard.
That's a nigga who gotta say so.
I give him
DQ also gotta say so. You know what I'm saying?
He do too. But like niggas like
like DQ and Edogg with my son DQ, like shout out to bro, gave him his respect too. Like bro, if he wanted to, he can push peace. For sure. He one of them niggas, he can push it. He can say fuck this shit and push it. Feel me? But he just, I see bro, he doing it out of respect, you know, and really for the change of narrative for these shorties, you feel me? Because for real, like I ain't gonna lie, who want? Like, I got a son myself, you know what I'm saying? My son,
this shit to go on the extra,
like you know what I'm saying? I try the best for my son, not to be gang, this and that. But look, man, Edogg on bro, whatever, like what bro did, shout out to bro too. What bro did, he can do that because he has a say so. He got to say so, and he can really say like, nah, I don't want you right here, or no, I'm not.
He had a reason. He literally had a reason. He didn't get the snap. No, he had a reason on why he explained why he did what he did. And it's like, you see what J Mane did? That's how you know J Mane is another nigga who from Chicago, a real street nigga who understand he a gangster. He walked clean off. He seen like this situation could elevate that.
He knew what could have happened.
He walked like a goofy would have sat right there and let a nigga just talk. Man, I smack the fuck out of you. J Mane probably wanted to say so bad who you talking to, but as a man, he walked away and he know like if I'm really pushing,
you know J Mane would have been.
Push.
Now you overruled.
You see what I'm saying? But J Mane
he
really walked off though, gang. He really walked off. He was the bigger man in the situation.
And I seen bro at the end of his video.
He cried eyes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because he put a lot into this shit. He put a lot into this shit.
He really has. Like, but for the long,
it's not gonna be easy. Come on, man.
It definitely was not easy. Because like when he first said he came out with pushing P, be honest, how hard was it to believe?
It was hard. It took years for us to believe it.
It's literally years.
It took years.
And this nigga built a whole career pushing violence on the low.
And it's to the point where if he came out playing or not, you gotta be dead ass serious how much clout, fame, and money you done earned off this shit. And last but not least, respect. We ain't finna respect a motherfucker who lying, so it's like, alright, if you really pushing peace for these kids trying to change the narrative, you get our up top most respect, cause everybody know this what all the older people, the younger motherfuckers, this what the people who not in the streets and tired of this shit, this what they want. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to steady be walking out, they throw it here and 30 shots, taking their kid to school.
They want to have
9 in the morning,
again.
motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers having fifis, trying to, this motherfucker getting shot up. 12 motherfuckers getting shot, 3 motherfuckers tired of that shit, bro. They want their communities back. They want their hoods back. They want this shit back out to how it used to be, or at least to better, cause this shit ain't never been great. It's always been fucked up, but they want it back to at least better, gang. We fucked it up. The young niggas, we fucked it up. It's to the point, back then the stores used to be open. Our hood stores ain't even open. They tired of their windows getting knocked out. Like it ain't even the same in the hoods no more, gang.
And J Mane did an interview with Mona Lisa, who is J Mane's being for the world knows, but she's from Obla, and she told her it's okay for him to go there, but as long as he tapped in with Edogg, which he did not do. So basically, Edogg had the right to tell him he got to get out of there.
This what I'm saying though. Why I gotta tap in with a nigga who don't even got control of his own shit? Because if he did have control, they wouldn't allow me to come over here without running it through him first. I would have had to contact him first, because it would have had to been ran through him first if he had this much control, like he think he got. That's what I'm saying. Niggas mindsets though, niggas be wanting to be mob bosses and all that. When they had to go do that shit, they had to write, okay, let me go talk to the big man first before I can even give you approval to woo up the bam. Because if you didn't, once them cameras left and everything, everybody else would have been in violation.
Okay.
That's why I say a lot of motherfuckers just it be for the internet, man. This shit be for the fucking
all right,
man. If I'm lying, I'm fucking down.
Propaganda.
Man.
We're gonna call that word propaganda.
Yeah, you hit. That's the new word, man.
Okay. Now, with that being said,
because that's all it is.
So with that being said, do you feel like Edogg should not be doing what he's currently doing as of now as being against it? Because if that was the case, everyone would have known to make sure that you know that J-Man is going to be here, and you would have told him he couldn't. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like, everybody, like, come on, man. Like, this my thing. Like, if you got it the way you got it, and niggas, see, the way I move, like, I don't fuck with a lot of people now. And these probably blood, 10 years, 20 years, just off the simple fact, no disrespect will be tolerated. No disrespect will be tolerated. And that's just how I move. No disrespect will be tolerated. So when a motherfucker dishing out straight disrespect, that's a sign of disloyalty. And everybody got a role. It's a chain of commands in this shit. It's a chain of commands. Everybody got their position. Like, and when it come to me and what I got going on, I'm the top dog. So it's like, if I feel anything can jeopardize this chain of command or jeopardize this brand or how a motherfucker running shit, I'ma check you and I'ma move you the fuck around. Ain't nobody gonna jeopardize the brand, risk the establishment, nothing like that. When motherfuckers pull up on me, motherfuckers ask me, hey, y'all know who out the bam? Y'all in tour who out the bam? Cause they know I don't give a fuck if I'm at a restaurant. You know I probably eat here. Don't pull up with this motherfucker here and you know I don't know him like that. So it's like it's a mindset thing. A motherfucker know not to even come around me and not even acknowledge other motherfuckers gonna be around. It's just prime example. I done known you forever. Like we done been to the crib, been around the fam, ate food, everything. We done did all kind of shit. So it's like you done sent the motherfucker money when I was fucked up, all type of shit. Like we got a real genuine bond. So it's like to the point where you even told me today, you like, oh yeah, bro, them gonna be here, woo out the bam. Like, it's just the acknowledgement thing, just to let you know, if I know what you got going on and I got a respect for you, I'm letting you know your surroundings.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's something I always be trying to tell people, and that's something I always do for people.
Before I came, I'm pretty sure he told y'all, like, I'm finna have woo out the bam. Have a motherfucker aware of their surroundings. You see what I'm saying? Just to have a motherfucker aware of their surroundings. So it's a mindset thing. So if a motherfucker didn't bring him up to date and bring him up on charges, and you ain't hurt nobody in your camp behind that shit, you should not be trying to hurt folks. I'll be trying to break one of the guys up first before I try to hurt him. Because y'all show more disrespect than he showed. He don't owe me no loyalty. Y'all do though.
Okay. So also, not only that, the people that already living there, which is Ike and Glizzy, they should have told Edogg J-Man was coming.
But see, why when this goes back to what I was saying, this is why I get rid of motherfuckers. Why when everybody think they the top dog? Ain't no chain of command. This why I get,
this, tell me you stop talking like that too. Listen, no cap.
Hey, listen. This is why I get. Hey,
listen.
Pyro,
my bitch keep telling me I gotta watch what I say. These niggas bad. I ain't trying to catch no cake.
You hear me? I'm telling you, no, just real shit. Like I move motherfucker around just cause. I'm sure, don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm sitting there selling bricks of coke. That ain't what I'm saying. Like, my music, everything, that's my business. Like, that's how I take care of my family, like, all that shit. So it's like, I treat my shit how I was running in the streets. It's always gonna be a chain of command. Like, and when a motherfucker ain't got that chain of command and a motherfucker not listening, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta move a motherfucker around. You gotta move a motherfucker around, or it gotta be some type of enforcement. This is why I say, motherfuckers, everybody say they gangbang, they really don't gangbang, because if they was to free them people and some of them people was still alive, y'all would be getting violated for some of the shit y'all doing. Me, I know a nigga ain't gonna tell me what the fuck to do as a grown ass man. I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. And ain't no nigga gonna listen. Now if I step out of bounds, I'm cool with getting my violation though. If I step out of bounds, I'm cool with getting my violation. I ain't never scared of no discipline. Everybody need discipline. So if I step out of bounds and I know I'm really out of bounds, put me in my place. I'm cool with taking my violation, but a lot of niggas ain't with that. But if you step out of bounds, whether you the head nigga or not, you need to be able to take your violation too. That's the thing. Like, even though I'm the head and I call the shots, if I do some shit that's out of bounds and that's what motherfuckers agree on, and everybody say I'm out of bounds, I'm man enough to still take my violation and go back to still calling the shots. Because everybody still needs discipline. Nobody's bigger than the mob, and that's what motherfuckers gotta understand. Nobody's bigger than the mob. So,
I bet. You know? And I hear everything you say. And from when I did check it out, overall, what I got out of it is J-Man tried talking to the youth and try to basically avoid all that generational curse and beefing and shit. So I did. That's what I got out of it. And I do appreciate your perspective as well. And you did say some things I do agree on. But overall, everything you said should be understood and crystal clear. All right. But yeah. And any final any final comments about that topic overall?
At the end of the day,
from what you're saying, or regards to what
at the end of the day, I feel like he should keep doing what he doing. I don't never knock him pushing peace. You feel me? Is that my take? I'll push safety and positive. I'll push peace for the kids. If the kids around, like I always say, if we at the same venues, we making money, we at the same shows, they got to put us in the same room. I ain't with fucking up how we make our money and feed our families and hurting innocent people and shit like that. So whatever happens in the streets when a motherfucker out of bounds, it happens. But that's just God's plan. Other than that, I'm with the peace for the kids and motherfuckers shooting up schools and shit while motherfuckers like shooting up cars while motherfuckers. I'm cool with the peace for the kids. I'm with that. Keeping it safe for the kids. at the end of the day, though, what goes around comes around. It's sad to say. So it's like, you know, you can't take everybody, like, don't get me wrong, motherfucker can call the shots and all that, but you can't tell everybody, like, no, you don't slide, you don't, because you still got to understand everybody grieve and heal different. Everybody mindset might not be the same as yours. They put in the work because they put in the work. So you can't never take the killers 100% off no nigga.
Hey,
look how much piece J Mane pushing. J Mane cool with a lot of niggas that's really them. Really got like really them. Like what niggas talking them songs, J Mane know a lot of niggas that's really him. Like got that shit under their name. And bro, a lot of them niggas ain't with that shit. It don't matter how much money he got. A lot of them niggas still ain't with that shit. Why? Because you could never stop the killers 100%. So that shit ain't gonna never work because you could never stop a motherfucker 100%. That goes back to free will. God gave motherfuckers free will. He couldn't even stop Satan in the beginning. What the fuck makes you think you can stop a nigga from doing what he want to do? You can control it.
And keep in mind, he's Almighty God, but he's still allowed free will.
You can control it if you give him free will and show a motherfucker you genuinely there. Yeah. That's what make people revert to God. You're right. Because he gotta show you he genuinely there and give you that free will to want to love on their own. You gotta make a motherfucker love you on their own. You gotta give a motherfucker that free will. You can't force a motherfucker to be down and love you.
For shit show. Alright. But overall, as far as J Mane, would you say that what he's been doing so far has actually made a real impact for the youth overall, not just focusing on Chicago?
Yeah, for sure. I do feel like that.
All right,
because it's gonna show like a positive impact. Like I say, it's gonna show for the kids and people's kids. It's gonna show the growth. It's gonna show like what he did. Like that man went through there and risked his life. Like he not knowing that they ain't like that. You feel me? He ain't knowing that they ain't like that. But he still went over there risking his life because it's still a gamble. Because even anybody can shoot a gun just trying to get a name.
Fact.
So let's not forget they known to crash out on camera. So it's like just for a name. So it's like, you know, motherfuckers will do anything for a name and a chain these days. So it's like,
and that's something we're gonna talk about too.
So he did slight risk his life. You feel me? So it's like to that extent, it's like I respect him. So it's gonna show like to his kids, like, damn, like I really like I tried to make a positive change. You know, like how hard that is to do.
Very much so hard.
When motherfuckers go through their op shit, they getting up with a little bitch, some shit like that, or they hunting. But motherfuckers ain't going through their op shit and just going through there trying to show face too, letting it be known. Like, come on now, you showing face, letting it be known. Like, after you done disrespected our peoples, like, so it's like, you feel me? I respect what he doing, and he should keep doing it. You feel me? Because it's gonna help the youth. It's gonna show. If he keep doing it. It take one. It take just one person. So the way he pushing and he ain't gave up, now he got a movement. So it's like I feel like his brand gonna grow bigger.
And it has. He's been doing out of town celebrities too. He got Waka Flocka. Shit show.
I feel like his brand gonna grow bigger. I respect it.
For sure. Yeah. All right. Now, next subject here. Now, there are three things we can talk about. We can talk about two more positive topics that concerns you. And we can get to controversial shit that based on your statement about how these niggas do anything for a name and change these days. Which way you want to go? You want to finish the positive topic for controversy?
We can do both. We can do the positive, then go back to the controversy.
All right, bet. Now, on your statement in regards to protecting the kids, and on your statement on protecting the women. No. On your statement about women overall. You still believe in protecting women as well, right?
For sure that. You know
and
that.
Guess what? Everyone saw that you did it. You did something this year that a lot of people respect out of you. This nigga, first off, it probably was hard for him to do because this was a real friend of his. But
this was a brother. This was
an actual friend of his. But
I looked at him like one of my mama kids. Like this is a brother. Like this is a brother. Like.
But I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He is
you told kick you out the condo.
No. He is the one who exposed his friend for sexually harassing those women.
Yeah, I exposed
that.
Yeah.
When my grandma reset that bitch.
Yeah, definitely. You had to expose your friends for sexually harassing women.
Oh, that's true.
And not only just women, your woman as well.
Yeah.
So and everybody was respecting you for that.
Yeah. See, this the only reason why I ain't beat him. It was like I wanted to. It was just like at the end of the day, it was like
very good.
I ain't even gonna lie. I done did so much shit, and it's like he ain't raped nobody yet.
Okay.
So I'm putting it out there so people can be alert.
So you think he will?
So I'm trying to prevent it.
Okay.
Hopefully I can prevent it.
Right.
I'm not God though. Hopefully I can prevent it. I raised awareness. It got to a lot of people. That's all I can do is raise awareness. All I can do is stop it and do what I do. I can't control what the next motherfucker do, but I'll put it out there. So it's like he ain't raped nobody. So it's like me beating him. It was like damn, like this still a motherfucker that. This motherfucker brother, you feel me? So it's like this motherfucker. It's like my brother, like
real friend, like not even
this like my brother, like
that shit deep, gang.
It's like this like my brother, like you synced the motherfucker through it all, like you watched the motherfucker through it like this. This like my brother, like my mama kids couldn't tell me no different. Like it's been times I done got into it with my blood, like my mama kids for him. Like real nigga shit. So it's like this blood. Like I look at him like blood. Blood won't make us no closer. Like don't get me wrong. Like if I seen the nigga in the streets trying to like kill him or something like that, I still never let a nigga kill him or get down on him. I never say that. I never be a nigga to get up here and say, oh yeah, motherfucker, just get down on him. I ain't gonna never let a nigga do that. I ain't gonna never let a nigga cause harm to him. I didn't even cause harm to him. So it's like I never let another nigga cause harm to him. It's like sometimes you gotta show a nigga tough love in different ways sometimes. You feel me? You gotta show a nigga tough love. I heard me beating him, he expected some shit like that. Cause then we could be cool. This the type of shit brothers do. I heard his pride more. I hurt him more. It killed him more.
It definitely did.
It hurt him more than me beating him. He used to fight. He been through shit like me. So us beating him, cool. He can accept it. That's a little violation. He look at it like cool. He know he'll be back around. But when I did that to him, that let him know like this shit forever dead. So I heard it. I killed his pride more. So it's like it's more about killing the motherfucker inner self so they can stop what they doing. Or
look at that mirror.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't did something like that to a friend, and I feel like it was necessary.
Mirror first, my mama. Look, I use the mirror first, gang.
And make motherfucker kill themselves.
I use the gun. My grandma great. You see what I'm saying? You crazy? Look, bro, you right. I use the mirror first, gang. I try to spell. I'm like, look at yourself, gang. You tweaking, bro.
If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change.
Man, if a nigga don't take that and look at that and
that means you're unstable. That means you're unstable for society. That means you have to go.
And that's the mindset I'm at right now. If a nigga don't take that and look at that, you unstable. Like, so it's like.
But another thing they also did say in the comments is at the end, towards the end of the video, it looked like you robbed your homie by making him leave his shit there.
Okay, now listen. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Listen.
All right, but let's listen.
Like, okay, listen. Let's get down to that now. I never robbed him. Like he ain't had shit. Like this is like
a phone. Like that's worth value.
Just like a nigga that, like, don't get me wrong, he done had his days where he done had some motion, you feel me? He ain't never been one of the guys though that's done had a lot, you feel me? I'm gonna make a way. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna get an income from many ways, you feel me? So it's like, bro, I motherfucker looking out for bro. So it ain't like I took nothing from him. Like I didn't gain shit. Like this what a motherfucker got to still understand. I still lost because at the end of the day, that was still my brother. So now I'm still one down. So you feel me? I'm still one brother down. So a motherfucker don't look at it like that. Like that's still one brother down. So it's like I really didn't gain shit. I ain't get shit from him. Nigga didn't had 10,000. He didn't have no car. He didn't have no 60,000 on his cash app. He didn't have shit. Like he didn't. You feel me? So it's like,
all right. So nothing was taken.
I didn't. You feel me? Motherfuckers stripped them little ass clothes, bro. That one his. You feel me? Like, come on.
That one his?
Like, you feel me? So it's like, you feel me? That like, motherfucker, I can't even fit that. Come on, man. You see my size, bro. All my shit larges, extra large. Like, come on, man. You know I'm not fitting that, man.
All right, that says enough right there. But overall, though, what you did, more men should do. No, and you say in the comments, expose all pedophiles or predators.
Yeah.
Even if it's your own homies.
Yeah.
So
sure.
that's the moral of the story. And even though you did took a loss, that was influential and that did set a strong message that a lot of men need to hear it, especially black men.
Niggas ain't gonna care though. They know they homies talking to them little girls, them kids. They don't give a fuck. Niggas don't care. They gonna still allow it.
Man, we gonna make these niggas care. But also, now to the controversial topic of crash outs. Now, you did just now back to your statement. You said niggas will do anything for a name nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Now,
in the chain.
In a chain, which you have, but you didn't do anything for.
No.
But overall, though, you and also earlier in the interview, you also spoke against disrespecting dead people in the 30s.
Yeah.
Now, you were from one of the most iconic hoods, and as an iconic pioneer from your hood that is in his 30s, but yet he's disrespecting people. But these are also people that has disrespected your people.
Oh.
Billionaire Black has made diss songs disrespecting dead people recently because the crash house that's coming out as of right now, which is the Bloodhounds, has disrespected Duck and out of town people. Schoolie G disrespecting Duck. Yeah. He referenced him for what he said, but nobody would have took that as a reference, and then it led to him making diss songs.
Anybody, like I say, anybody out of town. Like I say, 30,000 miles away, dissing anybody, and you not there, getting busy, like, and you not there, like, you shouldn't be speaking on certain shit because you need to be involved. Like, if you not involved and you ain't the one that's gonna take this backlash, because if you say some shit to make these niggas mad enough and they spin, they gonna clap at one of us. These niggas that's out here, that's actually a face making shit happen. So like. Something, you feel me? So I feel like if you ain't out here, motherfuckers will put motherfuckers in jeopardy. So like, Screwly, that's like for Screwly, like I feel like you all the way where you at and you dissing, but you hang with these type of people, you hang with this crowd, you will get a motherfucker hurt just because a motherfucker get mad enough. All it takes is for the right motherfucker to get mad enough. You feel me?
And here's the thing though, you're telling him this, and then this is what you did the complete opposite of. You ended up dissing dead people too, and you ended up dissing an out of town dead person.
No, listen.
Which was his homie.
I'm finna tell you this. Listen, I knew that was gonna come. Listen, this is why though. This is why. The difference is, I be in a mix of a little bit of everything, but I don't put my face on shit to be trying to cause negativity. I'm not out here promoting violence. I just did a response. That's why I say this is not a diss. This is a response. That's why I told their ass when they smoke niggas clicking up, why them boys have to mention us. We gonna put up like muscles whenever the tension up. I'm smoking on Tinkerbell. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? That's fairy dust. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not dissing nobody. I'm sipping on Kobe. That's purple. That's purple in my cup. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I ain't yes, you may have a point with that, but at the same time, knowing how well it connects with these people, it is take as disrespectful. And you didn't just do average disrespect. You got at it with them with actual lyricism while making a reference that you did. But it connects to them so that they can take it as a diss. That's why I say this ain't no diss. This a response. You feel me?
Okay, now let's go on to this. Lil Scoom 89, he ended up passing. But before he passed, he said fuck Fulio because he's to him it's another FBG Duck. And then you ended up mentioning him. But he didn't make no song dissing. So that was that response to that?
Listen, he was dissing. And this my thing. That shit was because the shit that he said in that interview when he mentioned that shit about Duck and when he said what he said. That was like his second, I think, third interview. The second time I know for sure is when he said that shit about Butter or whatever he was saying. Because Butter and his sister was fucking around and shit like that. Right. So it's like as soon as it come to somebody from my side, it's just like instant disrespect. You feel me? It just be like I be feeling like it'd be a lot of, nut rat and shit. Now I don't recall Lil Jeff saying shit, so I don't know.
Yeah, Jeff never said nothing, and that's why I'm going up and ask you, where did Lil Jeff come in? Because he didn't say nothing.
he come. Hold on. He come in there because shit. Those his brothers. You know how this shit go.
Oh wait, Q50. Yeah, he did. Him and Screwy did make a diss track.
You feel me?
Okay.
Long live my brother. He probably killed your bitch ass brother. You know, so that when that come into play, and that was his. If that listen, and this how I take shit. If he was alive and shit would have went the way it went, he would have rolled with him. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? Because those his guys. So he would have rolled with him for sure. Let me.
What's up, man?
Lighter.
Oh, lighter. Oh, here you go. I got. All right, and then now here's over to overall topic. Overall, Billionaire Black is over 30, and now to the top overall. Billionaire Black is over 30. And he's disrespecting dead people, but the same way you did in the response.
But that's
so is that so? Wait, so he shouldn't be doing that at all.
He too
even in the reform response and defending his people, which is your people.
He too old for that. Unless you one of them niggas that's 30 years old and you like out here like stepping on niggas still, it's still just goofy to me because niggas got kids. Like it's still just goofy, but it's like shh.
So be quiet, right?
Shh. It's still just goofy to me. So it's like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. 30 years old smoking niggas. I don't know. It just don't sit right with me. I don't know. Just how do you be a father to your kids the same day and you 35, 30 plus and you just smoked somebody's son earlier. You just rolled up a wood of somebody's son. So it's like, I don't know. And then like, I don't know. Like I say, they started it with that out of town diss and shit. Or whatever, but I feel like when you not in the mix and you out of town, you shouldn't be putting other people in harm's way.
But one thing Screwy did mention the same day as he made his reference was that he apologized to Ruger and Big Les and Mama Duck for the reference. And even in this song, he was saying how the niggas like Billy, he was saying how niggas like Billy never slid for Duck, but no disrespect towards him. Or even while mentioning Duck in this song, he still tried to be careful with how he said it. Does that make up for
it? I guess, yeah, because he apologized to OG. If you put OG in, you know, anything for OG, so it's like, I don't. Do it make me respect him now?
But this is all the same way though.
He dropped another diss song.
Even in that song, he tried being careful while mentioning.
I feel like when a motherfucker be doing certain shit, it be like should be for the internet. And I think right after that he dropped another song. Well, he dropped the same song, and he left the reference in.
Oh, the same song?
It was either the same song, and he put Q50 on it, right, or it was another song.
No, that was the actual diss song towards Billy.
He was dissing in that, though. He said some shit in that, though.
But even in that one, he still tried to be careful about saying no disrespect to Duck, though, but just his homies is bitches.
Like, why, like, even mention them, though? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I do hear you on that part.
Like, after you already done mention them in a disrespectful way, so it'd be like, I don't know, this should be like 50-50, be vice versa, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, it'd be, I don't know, I just don't, I don't know. Yeah. I ain't apologizing for shit like that. If I said I'm smoking your son, it is what it is. Hey, I prayed to God about it, that's all I care about, who forgive me, it is what it is. Hey.
All right, bro.
Because I don't just mention people kids, so it's like that.
Yeah, because Lil Scoom was 18, and Jeff was 18 too. And the sad part about Lil Scoom and making recipes,
they was playing grown man games.
But
you could be 13 if you in the streets catching bodies. You a grown man. You playing grown man games. If you out here with 13 hats like you saying, you a grown ass man. Okay, like that's a dangerous motherfucker. That ain't no kid.
But you actually believe them when they say that?
Listen, I'm not saying I believe it. what I am saying is though, listen. People, listen, they sniffing perks. Listen, when you doing shit like that, I done, been in jail with motherfuckers that done woke up and don't even realize what they really done because they coming down off the high. Sometimes it take a couple days. You could be getting high for a week straight. It may take a couple days to come down really off that high. They done came down off that high. They done, damn, I did what? So as long as a motherfucker stay drugged up, like you gotta think they staying drugged up. Like if I would have popped a perk when I was popping perks and I popped a perk, that was gonna last me the whole interview. They had to hit that motherfucker a few times. I ain't gotta hit that motherfucker a few times. It's gonna last me the whole interview. I popped that perk, it was gonna last me the whole interview. So they just go to show you they gotta stay drugged up.
And for what has been shown, every time we see one specific one does interviews, he always makes sure he's high.
Oh, you said when who do interviews?
Okay, specifically Vert. Every time we seen Vert do an interview, he always has been drugged up. From what it seems. And it's like
drugged up. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these guys, not even just speaking on them, just in general, but them too mainly because they done started this trend. A lot of these guys don't because they just be young junkies. I'm telling you, you get them some rehab, sober them up. Man, I'm telling you, they gonna get that counseling in there. You hear me? Lucrative. They ain't even them. They realize that that's not even them. I'm telling you, they different. That's not even really. It's the drugs. It's the peer pressure. The influence. Cause listen, in your right mind, nobody is growing up. I done hung around white homies or some of my black homies. They may have did a little coke. That's normal. People sniff coke. People smoke crack. People didn't just break down perks and sniff perks, especially on camera. That's what a motherfucker go to the bathroom and do. They don't even really let the guys know that shit. They'll go to the bathroom and do some shit like that because they don't even want you to know they doing sniffing no perk.
And they went on camera.
A nigga will try to bump some coke in front of you, one of the guys, before he bump a perk. I done seen one of the guys that bump some coke in front of you, but bump a perk. He know that's like a different look. You gonna look at his ass like, cause that's a different look. Like, damn, you bumping a perk. Niggas in jail sniff they pills because they sniff coke in the world. They ain't got nothing to sniff in there. So it's like it's different. They get their exception because this the drug they got. This how they sniff. But you sniffing a perk just as this how I'm finna get high. Like that's just peer pressure. You're not telling me you waking up just sniffing no perk. That's not some shit that's out there in the world. That's not some shit that they putting in movies.
That shit not normal.
Thank you. That shit not normal. They not putting. Where do you see them branding motherfuckers sniffing perks into the end? They never put that shit in the world. Like a motherfucker sniffing a perk. Like, don't get me wrong. When I was coming up, I had to stop my white homies, and some of the guys they used to sniff their Zans, but they didn't do that shit in public. I caught them doing that shit in front of me one time. I blacked out because I had somebody with me too, and she like, oh, so this what y'all be doing when you be over here all the time? This why you like to be over here? And I was off the Zans heavy at the time, so I'm like, what? I'll black out because I know this ain't what I'm doing. I ain't sniffing no pill. I ain't never sniffed nothing on my nose, but if I'm gonna sniff something, it would have been some coke. I'm not gonna crush down my pill and sniff nothing. I'm not gonna. That's just not me. Even dope, motherfuckers sniff they dope, but to break down your pill and sniff it is just like a different type of like. Go get you a bag at that point. What you like, and you sniffing a perk? That's an opioid. Go get you a bag at that point.
Yeah, and that video, where that interview specifically did 1 million views. Like the whole that shit would touch. That didn't touch just the city. That touched the rest of the world.
That touched a million people.
It touched a million people in the world. Even Meek Mill saw it, and he spoke against that shit.
Yeah, cause you got to think.
Oh my bad. You go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, and to what Billy was saying in his interview when he was, and first off, him being the age he at, and them being the age they at, it is a major age gap for them to have personal issues. But he also spoke on how these niggas are young crash outs because like in his generation there was structure when it comes down to his beats and all that other shit where the kid would be. These guys, they doing it all wrong, and they even had situations that got leaked. Like Lil Jeff when he died, from what has been said, and I really don't like talking about street shit at all, but just to point Billy's point, Jeff died, and his homies ran on him.
Yeah,
and the dude that killed him wasn't even on actual out. They were just actually trying to rob somebody, but still crash outs. They doing this shit for the internet, for the character.
See,
when that's not really what they should be doing at all, according to Billy.
I don't know if they was trying to rob nobody. I don't know. I don't know the story behind it.
I don't know the story.
I don't know if they was on a hit or whatever they was doing.
They called it a hit.
I just know from the video.
Yeah.
He did get left like that. That just see. That's why I say it goes back to what I say. Niggas just be junkies. Niggas be young junkies. Nigga like see. I got it when I drop this album. I got a video. I'm finna shoot to it though. When I drop this shit in the song, I mention it because like I know niggas from back in the day that was catching bees, got real bees under their belt. Some of them get high right now, but. It's different. They got that killer in them. They was killers first. They wasn't getting off drugs just to go kill people. They was killing motherfuckers, and then just over the time, somehow they just succumb to the drug. They just start using. Hey, it is what it is. Everybody got their addiction to something, so I don't judge a motherfucker for what they go through. The thing is with them is they trying to make the youth think it's cool. Like that it's cool to get high, sniff perks and shit like that. It's not even cool to tell the youth to do perks. Like so, I was a motherfucker that used to do perks. That shit a real addiction, and that shit is an opioid. So it's dope basically. You just doing dope in the pill form. It's dope. You just doing dope. So we teaching the world and the kids to be dope heads.
And this what led to
that's the mindset, and it just goes back to that's why he got left because now niggas is up against some niggas who ain't high. They don't need a substance. They do this shit just to stay alive. They do it for what the purpose is, to stay alive and see the next day and be there for their kids. So they really doing this shit for real. And you ran into them type of guys. That's who they ran into. They ran into some motherfuckers who really, you feel me?
And on to the question, which is why I asked everything I asked leading up to this point. As the ones that's older than them and actually got more sense, they'll say that like, because y'all wise, y'all learned throughout mistakes. And they're young guys just making mistakes, but wrongfully influenced. Yeah. What can y'all do as the older ones to not only squash and die down this shit, but also influence them and the rest of the youth that we need to be different from what's currently going on as of now? Because that shit is unnecessary. And Liskun, before he died, he was a senior in high school. He dropped out his senior year. He admitted that in the interview. These guys can get more influence and actually need to talk to y'all on some respectful and peaceful note versus going at it through songs and dissing overall.
You know, it's fucked up. Like it goes back to what I said earlier when I used to be a young nigga in my mind. I used to be like, man, these niggas bitches, and so they ain't really trying to hear that shit right now. Cause what the fuck are you telling young nigga in his prime? Like, you can't really tell a young nigga shit. Like, they got this shit in their face. Like, they seeing the shit that's going on. Like, some of them had good, promising careers with this rap shit.
They did.
So, it's like, you just got to look at it like that. Like, motherfucker ain't nothing you can do to change a motherfucker when they heart set on what they heart set on. And shit, you know, sometimes God give motherfuckers longevity. Some motherfuckers don't. It's about what you put into this world. It's about, I know some niggas that they dish none but negativity into the world. Mm-hmm. They don't last long. Some niggas that they may have did they dirt, but you know, God know the heart. So, you know, motherfuckers get longevity. You know, you got killers and you got murderers, man. You got motherfuckers that just do shit just to do it. And you got motherfuckers that do shit because they had to. So it's like, when you just putting negative energy into the world and what you expect to get out of it. You feel me? So a motherfucker can't really tell a motherfucker like that shit. You couldn't tell them nothing, man. And you can't tell a motherfucker like that nothing. They had record labels, deals, millions of views. Listen, I ain't never touched 1 million on one song yet. My biggest got like over 500,000. And I got a mean ass fan base. But see, I never did no marketing. All my shit is legit and authentic. The thing is, though, they got millions of views on major platforms. Like, ain't nothing you can do to, like, you feel me, trick a motherfucker into changing if that ain't what they want to do. You can't, you feel me? If they man set on murdering and killing and shit and destruction, what can you do? These labels offering shit they never had. They out here supposedly, allegedly robbing and killing motherfuckers for watches. Shit, these labels offering you that plus hundreds of thousands. Who really finna go risk their life for that shit and you can just talk about the shit? Like,
for shit show.
Go ahead. Shiny object syndrome. People, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People got shiny object syndrome. That's what I call them both.
They see that shit, and it just make them go. Motherfuckers, you show a motherfucker $100, you show a motherfucker $10, it just make them light up. So it motherfucker don't think the longevity and shit. Motherfucker don't think that. They just see what's in front of them.
And now to the next question. And this is on topic, but I interviewed Pussy Bacon, and it is our fourth interview. And we was talking about why he disrespected a 15-year-old artist, Q50 with Lil 50, and everything like that. I was basically first off, he said it not in the same way you did it, but he basically dissed him. But he did it in a way where if you listen closely, it'll make sense. You'll get his message. He basically saying it's fucked him. First off, the issues with his look, but outside of that, he is a part of the youth. From what he's saying, he is a part of the youth that's doing exactly what these guys doing, being young, crash outs, thinking it, and just living their image, but they had a promising career. And I was basically telling him what I'm telling you. At the end of the day, they're still just young and part of the youth. They don't even have enough time to grow. They deserved a second chance. He believed they had a chance, but they fucked it up because by putting negativity out in the world, as you were saying.
Remember we were talking about message to the youth and everything, and what would it take for them?
That nigga, what I say, motherfucker.
You
if
said
you out here game banging at a young age, your little ass get clapped. Fuck you.
But
You're stupid.
You also said it's gonna take for certain youth to die in order for us to.
And he ain't nobody. Fuck, who the fuck is dude? He ain't no fucking body.
He's a part of the youth.
Fuck that youth then. Him right there, fuck dude.
So his death was necessary.
His death don't got nothing to do with nothing. He ain't gonna lead no revolution, none of that shit. His ass is dead. Who talking about him now? Nobody. I promise you.
His sister. Look, his sister tried to raise a boy when she was 19. And even though that's not his mother, she still tried. Like, you ever seen those movies about siblings with no parents, but the oldest really tried taking care of them? That's what she tried to do. So, who's to say if he didn't have enough time, she could have been the reason why all that shit that we know of, that would have never happened, and he would have changed his life.
Okay.
So you don't think that these niggas deserve a chance?
They had a fucking chance. They fucked it up already. That's on them, bro. They don't get shit to do with me. Fuck them people.
But overall,
if they deserve a second chance, listen. Like I say, I was a young nigga before.
Yeah.
So I done seen it all. Motherfuckers done it all. Now that a motherfucker proud of it. It's just shit, and I got a second chance.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking you, do they deserve a second chance?
How? Shit, did God give them a second chance? That's what I'm saying. You can't, they ain't, God know the heart, man. So it's like, if they got a second chance, some of them motherfuckers will do the same shit again, believe me. His homie got in an interview and said, Q50 said, my brother went to hell. I know he went there. I'll be damned the motherfucker get on the internet and say that shit about me when I die. Yeah, I know my brother went to hell. Like, that's some proud shit to say.
Nah.
Like, I know my brother ain't going to heaven. He went to hell. So, like, why would God even give you a second chance when you got people vouching on earth that they know you went to hell?
Wow. Now that was just personal right there. Well, but overall, I do hear you though. But
you can't knock a motherfucker. That's why I say you can't knock a motherfucker if they for disrespecting your homie name or your brother, because shit, look how y'all hold his name up. They don't even try to hold his name up the right way as a legacy. They keeping this shit, fucking this shit up. You think it's tarnishing his name? He's already gone.
Well, I believe if you give them time, they will eventually see the same way you did.
After the video, a motherfucker's running on them. It should have, like, what more is it gonna take? What more is it gonna take? They been losing homies. They been losing brothers, been losing family members. I lost my brother Brick. That shit turned me to a different person. I was already doing shit, but that shit made me go next level. Then I synced that shit with my brother on camera. I changed. When that shit happened with my brother downtown, that shit make you change. So it's like, what more do you need to know and see to make you want to get your shit together?
Right.
Like, what more do you need to see? Like, to make you want to, you feel me?
Yep.
Like,
and another thing you said in your response, they needed a whole army just to get 3. That was personal right there. And A lot of people agree with that statement, and hence why you say you're not pushing peace at the time, but at the same time, you still learn from that. If that could impact you in a way to where you want to think and move different, it possibly could with them too, had they get the right situation. But overall, I still pray for the best for everybody.
Listen, I'm just saying, listen, this is how I look at it. I tried to like the peace thing, like, all right, cool, we gonna do the peace thing. Then I looked up, it's like motherfuckers pushing peace, but it's cool to make like subliminals when it involved my brother or it involved 63rd, little slick, little shit. I was just peeping little shit like that. So then I had to think like shit, now shit, like the ball in our court, shit. J-Man got the biggest platform.
That is true.
So the ball in our court now. We cutting the checks. The fuck now but see, we ain't on the shit. We not on the shit that they own, bro. Not on the shit that they own. And I salute them for that.
Exactly.
You don't do the shit that niggas do. You show them a different way. That's how you make niggas sick. Do what they didn't do. You don't do what they did. That don't make a nigga sick. You do what they didn't do. That's how you hurt a nigga pride.
And he wasn't.
So I love what he doing. You let everybody still eat. Cause I don't knock how no nigga feed his family. You don't knock how a nigga feed his family. If you can help a nigga feed his family, I'm always with that. And you don't stop a nigga from eating. But I just look at it like, nah, shit, we cutting the check, shit. If bro say put bro in that room, they gonna put a motherfucker in that room cause J-Man said it. Yeah. So why the fuck do I gotta sit here and kiss y'all ass? I could be me, y'all could be y'all. We ain't got a name drop, but it's fuck y'all. Fuck all that pushing peace shit. If we at these venues, we gonna keep it calm. We pushing peace there. Anything out of bounds, you know what's out of bounds? Then hey.
But
other than that, play ball. Ball up, Ike.
But here's the thing, though. And just my final comment before we move on. J-Man was like them at one point. Maybe not doing exactly like them, but he was like them, and he was portraying it for. And then he ended up changed over time. If that could happen with them, that could happen.
No, he wasn't trying to blackball them. J-Man wasn't trying to blackball them. J-Man wasn't trying to Listen, J-Man. Listen. As soon as he got on, he put Tay Savage in the door. Got him a deal. Like J-Man ain't blackball nobody. Like J-Man ain't. That's one thing he didn't do. Like J-Man ain't blackball nobody. I'll say that.
I was comparing to like the new youth that we have nowadays. But
no, he used to be like the new youth. Yeah. No, J-Man, fuck no. J-Man.
No, not exactly.
I love J-Man. He ain't got shit on the little young niggas he ain't like them. Them niggas different. They're a different breed. Them niggas chasing the police. The J-Man ain't like them.
They do chase the police.
I seen the niggas, they was shot at the police. They was doing like them. They were telling them, hey gang, they was chasing the police. I'm like, what the fuck? Police, they're crazy.
And just the other day, no. I don't even want to
see that video you talking about where they chased the police.
Yeah, I see that shit too.
I ain't never chased the police. And the police didn't even bother to flick them. The police just kept going. They up in pipes out the window. Now, not saying I want them to go to jail. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they a different breed. I was never chase the law?
Hell no. I would never do that.
Run from them. We run from the law. They chasing us. That's why I say it's different. Shit done changed now. And I'm only 26. That's why I fuck my head up. Because I'm not even that old. So it really fucked my head up to see shit change. Because the police used to chase us. I've never chased the police. I see them chase the law now. It's like it fucked my head up. I'm like, I'm only 26. That's why I say a motherfucker got to start thinking outside the box now. I'm only 26. So if this shit happening while I'm 26, these niggas only 18. This shit happening while they young. This shit wasn't happening when I was young. Motherfuckers better see outside the box, man.
Oh, bro. Yeah. But all right, now now to the next topic. You throughout this whole interview has always said God first, and you always express Christianity, faith in Jesus. Jesus is the way. Amen. You always express that, and I'm a Christian as well. So
I don't really go into no religion. I just believe in Jesus Christ. Like I believe in Jesus Christ. That's it. I believe in God. I really don't be going under no religion because I be feeling like even when I read my Bible and when I don't never see nothing that say like Christianity in there. It don't say Christianity in the Bible. So it's like I don't really try to go into no religion because it don't say Christianity in the Bible. So I don't really go into religions because I don't really be knowing when I be looking far back into certain stuff, like this, like Christianity was based off some other Christians, but they was doing some whole other stuff. Like I'm deep into like the religion stuff, so I was looking, they was doing some whole other stuff. I'm not saying that all Christians is bad, but it's like the people who was like the main founders and stuff like that, they was doing like weird stuff. And it's like, even in the Bible, when they speak on Jesus, they didn't speak on his disciples being Christians. They didn't say Christians. I don't recall them saying Christians or Christianity. So I don't Catholics, none of that. So I just believe in Jesus Christ. Like, I know you got to believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God. Jesus Christ is Lord, and that's it. I don't go off no religion because I feel like that. I don't know. For my take on the religion, like with the titles, is man made. Like that's my take on religions with titles. It's man made. That's how I feel.
Can I do it? No. You sure?
Oh, as you wish. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to get rejected. You sure?
Come on.
Hey, look. I let this nigga break no say a whole bunch of shit. So
hey, Brick, I fuck with you. You just mentioned man made, bro. All right, okay. Do they know how they made? Do people that even really know how? Like you said, people don't go down his memory lane, right? Do they know how they made religion? Do they know how they made Christianity? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, they didn't mix Christianity. No. When he died, who made Christianity? Rome. Pontius Pilate.
We got so many religions.
The white people.
And they had a different name too. Like it was some crazy shit, but it was Christianity though. They was still like, those was like the first Christians. Like, yeah. And that's why, and the reason why I don't go all religion, because even with Christianity, you got Christianity, you got Trinity, Lutheran. Like, that's too many denominations for me in one religion. It's supposed to be one religion, one God. There's too many denominations, too many books. We all read from the Bible, but we Christians, but we a different type of Christian, a different denomination. No, it's just that's too much.
And that's where I was finna get to. I've interviewed numerous artists: Cowboy, Santa, Montana 300, and numerous other people, even THF Atlanta. I asked them about I asked people, are they Christians or Muslim, when they bring up God, because it's different types of gods out here. Apparently.
That's why I say Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Then they say I asked them Christian Muslim. They say Christians, but then they also want to say how they're technically not a certain type of Christian, because like they probably won't even highlight Jesus himself. And it's like yeah, nowadays with Muslims, they put it all front forward. They have no problem saying they Muslim. Yeah. Christians are, for what it seemed like, they are not confident enough to say I'm a Christian nowadays, and they all have reasons why. And you gave your reason why.
Like, yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ though. I'm promoting Jesus Christ. Like, you got Muslims. Like, I got my Muslim side of the family. They promote what they promote. I promote Jesus Christ. That's it. That's how you know the difference. Like, you gonna know the difference, because no other religion, as they claim it, is gonna promote Jesus Christ. They gonna always denounce Jesus Christ. Every other religion gonna denounce Jesus Christ. So that's how you gonna know the difference. That's why I put that in front of everything. Jesus Christ. That's how you know. That's why I say I don't go off to Christianity, because that's what they made up. Like, because I've never heard that in the Bible. If you read the Bible and you don't see Christianity in there, like, you can't tell me I'm wrong for not being a Christian. Like, that's just something y'all made up. Like, you ain't. Jesus didn't say we Christians. Y'all don't got no good book saying that. So I ain't trying to hear it.
Okay, but yeah, but that's another thing I was going to ask you is, how can we get anyone who, even if they don't want to go with that Christian title, how can we influence more people to say it's okay to believe in Jesus? Because not a lot of people will say his name.
Because people, I'm telling you, with every other religion, you got to denounce Jesus. You can't mention Jesus. You just got to say God. That's how they get you. You got to be cautious of the people that just hit you with the God. Yeah, God, higher power, and you got to watch them people. And that's why those type of people, you got to watch them. Oh yeah, the higher power, God. Because then the next thing they finna script on you is, because the higher power, like, really in yourself. That's when they finna hit you with that all type of nonsense and that bullshit. So you gotta watch them type of people. If a motherfucker don't come off the script letting you know Jesus Christ, in the door, you know, people ain't gonna do that. Why? Because they gonna be bashed. Don't nobody want you promoting Jesus Christ. Like, that's how you know. Like, that's why I say, on some real shit, since we talking about it, let's get into it. That's why I promote Jesus Christ, because why without me, I'm always gonna go with the oddball. That's like when you spoke on the Julio Fulio and they say he was kind of like Duck. Yeah, that's why I fucked with him. That could tell you he was the real nigga in the war. You see how the city went crazy when he died.
They did.
You see the difference. They let you know who was really that real nigga in the city. They just show you, I want to fuck with the oddballs, the niggas who ain't got the main.
And when Fulio died, they said the Jacksonville scene dropped.
I don't want to fuck with niggas who got the mainstream shit.
Right.
In the Bible, it say it's a narrow path and it's a wide path. I want the narrow path. I like the hard task. I don't want to take the easy task. I don't want to fuck with everybody that's mainstream. I want the hard shit. I want the motherfuckers that everybody ain't fucking with. I want the motherfuckers that got to build and fall a few times. I don't want to fuck with the motherfuckers that already got it made. Because they ain't going to know how to cherish this shit. They ain't going to understand the grind and hustle. I want motherfuckers that work ethic, that understand principles about this shit. So, don't know other religion really promote Jesus Christ. You got to think, every other religion denounce Jesus Christ. So, why wouldn't I promote Jesus Christ? But no other religion can tell you, every religion tells you he died and walked the earth again. So, why the fuck wouldn't I believe in him? And all y'all books say read the Bible. All y'all books say read the Bible. All y'all books say Jesus Christ is real. So none of y'all books say Jesus Christ is a lie. Okay. None of y'all say Jesus Christ is a lie. All y'all saying is y'all think just because we all God's children, we the same. We not. That's the difference. You ain't gonna sit here and die for everybody on the earth right now. Tell me you is. Motherfuckers ain't even gonna die for their mama right now, man. Be for real.
So even though every religion denounces Jesus Christ, they always admit that he is real and that he died and came back.
I done read shit from every book, and I done talked to motherfuckers from every religion and all that. Even motherfuckers that Satanists, all that. Freemasons, Muslims. I told you I got a Muslim family, all that. No, even when you read the Quran, that's why I say, even with Muslims, I love my Muslims, and they know. Hey, but the thing with me is, I cannot believe in a religion when it's telling me that Jesus Christ is real. In the Quran, it tells you Jesus Christ is the only prophet that is part of the Holy Trinity. It tells you this in the Quran. The Holy Trinity is the Holy Father, the Son, and the Spirit. So that means one, he is God. So why the freak would I think to believe in something else when my book, if your book telling you, this is your sacred book, it's telling you that Jesus Christ is the Holy Trinity. He's the only prophet that's part of the Holy Trinity. See, that's what people get confused and this is what people blow me at. They try to use that, oh, well, I'm a prophet. Yes, we all can be prophets when you living the way you're supposed to be living. You can do miraculous things. Everybody got a different power they can tap into if God bless you, if you're doing the right things. That is true. So that's what people try to get confused that they God. No, you are a God if you're walking in God's image. Yes, that is true. We are gods, but you are not God. We are God's under God's image when you living right under Jesus Christ and doing what you're supposed to do. Then you are godly like that. That it tells you that in the Bible. Yes. So the thing is, people try to confuse it and they try to make themselves like, oh, what make Jesus Christ so different? What make him so special? One nigga, he didn't do none of the shit we did, nigga.
That is true.
None of the shit we did. He was sinless.
Perfect.
He was sinless. And then you got to think, nigga, this was none but God coming down in human form because he wanted to see why we were so disobedient. So if my good book telling me Jesus Christ is part of the Holy Trinity and I look up Holy Trinity and it tell me he's the Holy Father, the Son, and the Spirit, why would I not believe in this man? Why would I go believe in another prophet and pray to him and worship him? Why would I go do that? That's just plain, that's stupidity right there. So you telling me GD and them fucking y'all up and I'm finna become a stone. You gonna tell me, yeah, they just killed 30 of us last week, but we finna make you a member. Who? Crazy. Who? So in your right, man, you telling me they just killed 30 of y'all last week and you finna make me a member? No, you crazy as fuck. So a nigga gotta have that mindset to understand, like, why would I believe in any other religion when every other religion will tell you Jesus Christ is real?
Okay, now, future me, when you edit this, make sure you headline while promoting this. Bring Youngsta proves why Jesus Christ is real.
Like, people just got plain stupidity. Like, you can't, some people you just can't make them believe certain shit. This is the thing that confused people. They try to use the Christianity thing. See, that's why you got to take the titles off of religion. You got to see people try to use the Christianity. Oh, well, you want me to be a Christian? No, you got to take the titles off of religion. No book says the Bible is fake. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I feel people took stuff out the Bible and altered it? Yeah. But the God gonna deal with them. But if you really know Jesus Christ and you got a relationship with Jesus Christ, you gonna know what's altered and you gonna know what's right. Because he gonna be with you. He gonna walk with you. And that's what make you a prophet. That's what motherfuckers get shit confused at. See, motherfuckers be living wrong and don't be living right and be denouncing Jesus Christ, but be talking about I believe in God though. How? The only way to the Father is through the Son. It tells you this. So if I know this man part of the Holy Trinity, I'm not part of the Holy Trinity. So if I know he part of the Holy Trinity and this man died for everybody's sins, I ain't finna die for everybody's sins. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't think I got it in me. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know. That's a different breed. You down for people who don't like you, people who finna kill you. So that's like a different breed. We can't even walk past a nigga in the streets who killed our homie 10 years ago.
Right.
But he down for people who killing them. So it's like, who crucifying them. That's what make you a different breed. Like that's what gets you praised. So people be getting shit confused. They think you praising a human. Oh, why would I praise another human? God said don't praise another human. No, you praising God. That's why he's the Holy Trinity. It tell you this, you praising God. People just be getting shit confused, man. That's all it is. I'm not gonna be in no other religion. I'm gonna go with the slim one. Cause listen, this is what I'm saying. If I'm wrong for believing in Jesus Christ, say I'm wrong. I still get into whatever heaven y'all think y'all got because none of y'all religions denounce him and say it's wrong to believe in him. None of y'all religions say it's wrong to believe in him. But
Yeah, so you go to heaven.
but in the Bible it say but Jesus Christ say it's wrong to believe in y'all gods. That's the difference. That's the difference. So I'm gonna take the chance with this one, and I'm gonna ride with this one because at the end of the day, if y'all's real, I'm in regardless because they praise him too. That's what a lot of other religions fuck up at.
Do you believe Jesus is black?
For sure.
Jesus black.
Jesus not no white man.
Well, he did say they did say he had hair wool and
It can't
bronze.
be. You can't be white with hair wool, skin of bronze, and over there is hot as. Come on, man.
They torture him.
White. Come on, man. White. Well, you got to be for real. Even the white people in I think that's Russia. I think it was or somewhere overseas, somewhere like that. They got the black Jesus. They say if you worshiping Jesus, Jesus is black, and they white. They like. It's impossible to be under. Come on, man. How you gonna have hair, wool, and skin of bronze, and you telling me you white?
Right.
Like,
Where was Adam and Eve? Where was the Garden of Eden at?
Garden of Eden.
It was in the Nile. Where the Nile at? Africa.
in the motherland. That's what I'm saying.
So how the fuck can he be black?
Right. Ain't no. That's what I'm saying.
He is black.
You got black, and you just got black. He was black. I don't see him being white. It's like they would have said that. In the Bible, I ain't never seen them say nobody was pale. In no book.
They didn't even say color.
Like, now, do I believe God end up creating white people? Yeah, some way, somehow down the line. That's like, you feel me? That's where, the world was white, maybe from the blood of Noah. You just find stuff out. I don't know. At the end of the day, I just know Jesus is black. That's what I do know. Jesus is black.
All right, bet. Now, final question. How can we get the youth to believe in Jesus as well? And I'm asking because it's a particular youth rapper who made a move on Instagram which basically gave off the wrong vibe. Like like 17, and even though he told me on a personal note that's not what he was trying to do, that's not how nobody's gonna take it. So how can we get the youth to believe in Jesus the way you after you don't say anything you just said?
They got Jadakiss. I'm finna tell you something.
All right, tell me.
I got an old soul. Listen. You want to hide something from a nigga? Put it in the book. These niggas is not knowledgeable.
Bro, Montana done told me that shit.
Listen. These niggas is not knowledgeable. All they gotta do is read. Like, if you read, I only know the stuff I know from research. Going to research this shit.
A lot of these youngers
You can't believe what, because listen, it was once upon a time I was going to church, steady going to church, but I'm seeing my peoples act different, other stuff happening, lights going out, water going off. So I didn't believe in God at all because I was believing in God because I was forced to. I didn't know God for myself. I just knew God for the church and what the pastor and my mom and them was saying. So I didn't believe in God. Oh, no, I ain't no God. So when I found God and I found Jesus Christ on my own, that's when I got a personal relationship with him. That's when I knew, like, okay, cool. You just gotta go find it. I start reading. God, if you real, Jesus, if you there, help me. And I just start reading. And if you want to know, seeking, you should find. Like that, people don't look. Go read.
Sure. Hey, real talk.
All they gotta do is read. It's not wrong to read the Quran. As long as you're not trying to believe in it, you read it so you knowledgeable, so you know what's going on. It's not wrong to just know what's going on around you. It's not wrong. It's not wrong to be. It's not wrong to be knowledgeable. You don't want to. You shouldn't want to know too much. Just know enough. You should just want to know enough and to be aware, because this world is different now. It's not the same. And then you got to think. Look at what we up against right now. Right. At this day and age right now, you telling me why wouldn't the youth want to believe in Jesus Christ? That just goes to show you that they just crashed out already. The devil got a hold of them. Why? Because this music. This AI robot shit. And that's where I encourage rappers to keep putting the word of Jesus out there. If you don't want to say you're Christian, fine, but they don't want to hesitate on putting Jesus out there, because you don't want your music to be the reason why the devil got a hold on the youth. Jesus gonna help your music blow. Look at all the views I got. I never promoted the devil. I've always believed in Jesus. With all the views I got, and I've never bought a view a day in my life on my brother. Never paid for promotion ever a day in my life. Like never, ever, ever. So it's like I believe in Jesus Christ. You gonna still blow. And I done made thousands, hundreds of thousands off my music. The same way that the next nigga have. Because that's all they getting off these labels, advancement, and then they getting fucked. So it's like, and they standing over their souls. So it's like, you ain't gotta, people don't want to believe in Jesus Christ because they not knowledgeable. They just seeing what the world putting out there. And then, you know, right now, Muslims is growing at a rapid pace. So they got them right now. They got a hold. Everybody just convert Muslim, and now they got record deal, everything. So you got to see. They got bulletproof cars, security. Excuse me. You know, they got all type of shit. So like this how I feel. Everybody that just converting Muslim, they might just be like, look, I sold my soul. That's all.
So you saying Muslims sold their soul? No, Christian. You saying anybody who converted to Muslim sold their soul? Yes. That's what you're really saying. Yeah, if you part of you not part of Jesus Christ if you Muslim, because you gotta denounce Jesus Christ to be Muslim. You gotta denounce Jesus Christ to be Muslim. Like you see, that's why Malcolm X, no lie, that's why they killed Malcolm X, because Malcolm X found out so much about them. He started to learn like, damn, you got me believing in one thing. This goes back to what I said earlier. Niggas think they bigger than the mob. Nobody should be bigger than God. Nobody's bigger than God's discipline. So you down here thinking you pulling miracles under God's law, but you doing it for your own greed and your selfish need. But you say do this, but you live in another way. You say believe in him, but when we go down here, he got 13-year-old wives. Like, what is going on here? He got a 15-year-old wife, 16-year-old wife. He got 30, 40 wives, young girls. So it's like, but this is our prophet, though. That's pulling miracles sent from God. So it's like, you gotta see certain shit. You gotta just watch certain shit. You gotta, you know, that's why Malcolm X got killed, because when he started speaking out on that shit, they didn't want him speaking out on the shit that he knew. Ain't nobody gonna denounce their religion like that. Listen, this one thing I know for a fact. I ain't never seen nobody denounce Jesus Christ. They said they was believing in him, and they couldn't believe in him no more. They had to go to another God because he wasn't doing it. I've never seen it. I've never seen it a day in my life. Nobody that said they actually knew Jesus Christ and they believed in him and actually knew him and had a personal relationship with him, and they started to believe in another God. I've never seen it. Okay. I was just about to say Peter did that, but he never changed to another God. So you're right about that.
Whoever changed it? Even Judas, Judas
didn't even change to another God.
Changed to another God. He just gave him up.
And he killed himself after back knowing him.
He was just so disloyal. He killed himself. He killed himself. He was so disloyal.
He felt horrible after that shit.
He was so disloyal. You killed himself. He killed himself. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, go ahead.
What's your favorite Bible? What's your favorite book in the Bible?
Revelation.
My grandma, I fuck with her. Hey, look, I'm straight. I ain't gonna say shit up. My grandma.
Because Revelations is what's going on now. Revelations is what's going on now. That's why I say these motherfuckers don't read. That's why I'm not scared of what's going on now. I'm so knowledgeable to what's going on now. And because Revelations is just, I think, like, man, it's like one thing for sure, two things for certain. No book, no religion you can tell me, they book, none of that can tell you what was going to happen right now. I read that Bible and Revelations on my brother. Everything that they saying going on right now, I think they play out bar for bar, page for page. Like when you can see something scripted that cold, it's like that's a different breed. That's different.
So I agree. Revelations is busted. So do you believe in like acronyms and shit like that? You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Okay, am I okay? Like Bible. Do you believe when they say basic
instructions before
right?
leaving
Okay,
Earth?
right? All right, let's say, bro, that's all it is, right?
Yeah.
They try to teach a motherfucker the way, man.
Teach you the way, cause you got. That's why it goes back to why I say a woman can't lead, because it goes back to the beginning of time where you give men. That's why I say if a man is allowing a woman to lead or have any say so, that's a sin. God is not going for that because she wasn't supposed to have no say so in the beginning. Right. When she did that in the beginning, God told Adam, He say, I left you in charge though. You was man, you was in charge. At the end of the day, you was in charge. You was in charge. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. That's why women ain't got no respect for men to this day. Nope. And if you read the Bible, it tell you so much. You gotta read closely. It tell you she. Watch out for women so much in the Bible. It tell you so much to watch out for women. A lot in the Bible, and almost every book it tell you watch out for women. Watch out for she, her lust, whores. Prostitutes, it tell you constantly. Yeah. Book after book after book after book. So when you see it scripted like that and it's giving it to you like that, and then you see what's going on right now. You feel me? So like I done been on both ends of the gun, you feel me? So it's like I done took knowledge from here, I done took stuff from here, and I just compared, and it's like nothing compares to Jesus Christ. I don't know why the youth don't promote it. The youth gonna promote what people promote. If they steady putting Muslim Allah in their face, what you think they gonna chase?
Once again, we need to influence, and like the older ones need to influence them. So that's why I'm keep trying to put it out there.
But the older ones ain't promoting it.
Then we need the right ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna see the older ones that's doing what they doing. They either not Muslims or they running with Muslims, or you look up they tell us and they just took their shahada. That's just how it usually go.
All right, for sure. And then, all right, now, final topic before we get ready to move on overall, cause we ain't gonna have out. It's about to be 12 in the morning, gang. And on top of that, what was out with their kids? You know we gotta drop off at school tomorrow. So I ain't gonna have you stay that long. But for the final topic before we move on. Now, recently you did an interview with 16. You spoke on how you had issues with Kyro, Fonzo, and Chirac Bands. Now, mind you, these are not people that's actual ops. These are just people that just had words, that you just had words with over the internet. Or you may have seen something that you didn't like, but over the internet. Nothing in person. It does not have to be anything more than what it is. So, on a positive note, how can everything be resolved with each one of them?
Now, as far as Chirac, man, I'm not into him. I just don't be liking when niggas be trying to get on. Look, this goes back to denouncing motherfuckers. When niggas try to get on, they act like they didn't fuck with Duck. They try to take their songs down with Duck. I looked up a lot of niggas, they take their music down.
Wait. He took down songs.
A lot of niggas try to not to, or they get in a song, he dropped the song, I'm not from 63rd, sort of try to like, cause niggas trying to blackball me because I did that. I got on FaceTime with him, so I know his reasoning behind doing it.
Oh, okay. Outside of that part, he still speaks highly of Duck to this day, though.
No, I can't fuck with that. Now you do, because we own. Like I just sent you on YouTube talk about you mad because J-Man ain't put you on and you GD. Now you mad. Now you want to ride that GD wave. You ain't. It's niggas who the motherfuckers fuck with that's not even GD. It ain't even about being no GD. That's what niggas don't understand. But now you want to ride that GD wave out now because you see folks them got the dope, but they ain't even on that just GD shit. That's what you don't know. G them been had the rap game. Rap a lot them been had the game. G them been had it a long time. And look up their catalog. They got a damn near every artist signed to them. From UGK on down. So it's like, that's what niggas don't understand. It ain't about being GD. Drake was signing them and fuck with niggas that's GDK.
Yeah, you been said Drake was anti-G and
I don't knock them about that though. It's get your money. Man, this about money, man. Motherfuckers got families to feed. That's what I'm saying. It's about man, listen, can you make this money? It's about like fuck out, this is the business. What the street shit and the business, you don't never mix that up. You don't mix business with pleasure, man. That's what niggas fuck up at, man.
Oh yeah.
I salute them. They ain't did shit wrong. You don't mix business with pleasure.
So as far as the rest that can be resolved though,
Now Fonzo, he just. I don't know. He not no opera man. He just see this is the difference. Me and niggas will never be in like the same type of spots. We don't do the same type of shit. We don't kick it in the same type of spots. We don't do the same type of shit. We don't go to the same type of events. We don't go to the same type of weed stores. We don't go to the same type of plug. We don't drink the same type of water. We don't drink the same type of juice. We don't eat the same type of food. Like, we don't do shit the same. Like, we don't believe in the same shit. Like, so it ain't no reason for me to be around him. So it ain't like we probably never bump heads. Like, we don't do the same shit. So it's like, ain't really, you feel me? I see him in public somewhere. 9 times out of 10 to be in public somewhere, nigga like that see me, I can fight. I slap the shit out of him. Like, it'll go to some shit like that. I ain't looking to kill him off. I slap the shit out of him. Bow. Bitch. Boom, bam, bam, bam. You feel me? Because that's how you kill a nigga pride when he a hoe. You just slap him. Bam. I'll box one of my brothers, slap a nigga, the whole ass nigga in the street. Bow. You feel me? Fonzo, he a dick rider. I don't like that shit. It's like, I don't knock no nigga. Like, if you was fucking with Dirk now, that's cool. See, one thing about it, I never denied listening to some of their music, as long as they not dissing us. I've never been a hater. I've always told you that. I even seen you artists that may fuck with them. You know this. Like, little do niggas know it be artists on the low that get put on the page that fuck with them, and I send them to bro. I don't care about that shit. I don't knock no artist. I don't knock no nigga. I don't hate on no nigga. Good music is good music. Talent is talent. That's one thing for sure. Two things for certain. I don't like when a nigga feel like, okay, now I got to dick ride them and diss them because we weren't really fucking with them anyway like that because we ain't got the same deal, homies, so I can get in the door. I don't like that shit.
But Fonzo have always spoke highly of Duck no matter what, even if fucking with them.
No, he was on some shit. He got on some shit with 16 and me and was saying some shit like, he ain't really know Duck like that, or that one his homie. I think he even told me fuck Duck or some shit like that. The nigga said some crazy shit, man.
On that interview, because he did not say nothing. He tries best not to say nothing.
He said some crazy disrespectful shit. He definitely did. He said some crazy disrespectful shit. So motherfucker definitely going down there probably had to slap the fuck out of him though. But like, one thing for sure, two things for certain, I don't hate on no nigga. So it's like, it's not that a nigga fuck with Dirk them because I like the music. I'm never no hating ass nigga. I'm gonna play what the fuck I want to play. That's me, point blank P. I'm a grown ass man. Like, at the end of the day, like, do I feel we got hotter music? For sure. But do they be dropping some decent shit? Yeah. I ain't on stunt. So, you feel me? At the end of the day, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. When you looking like a groupie as a grown-ass man, dick riding a nigga because you feel like that's going to get you in the door, like, I don't like that shit. You dick. That's why I respect Lil YFG Fatso, because he gonna do his own thing. I peep that. He gonna do his own fucking thing. He ain't gonna ride no wave. He gonna do him.
That is true about Fatso.
He gonna do him. I like that, and I always respect that. He ain't gonna ride no wave. He gonna do him, and I like that. That's the mindset you gotta have. I'm gonna do this shit regardless. This shit gonna happen anyway. When it's authentic, that's how you know when it's authentic. I ain't gotta ride no wave. The wave is me. You ain't gotta ride no wave. You gonna have good days. You gonna have off days, but you never gonna flop. You never gonna flop. That's the thing. When you got your own motion on, bro, you never gonna flop. And he young. That's the thing. So he only gonna get better. That's the thing. He only gonna get better as long as you perfect your craft. And niggas gotta think. That goes back to what I'm saying. Think outside the box. You can't just stay on one side of the music. You gotta switch in other lanes. You gotta get into other genres. Like, you gotta do all kind of shit. Once you can show them that you can do all kind of shit, now them checks coming in from all different kind of ways. You got them in all kind of ways, and you ain't gotta never sign. You ain't gotta never sign. Just take the shit independent. Take the shit independent. I promise you, what they making. What you think they really making, you gonna make too. They shit really coming off investments. I'm telling you, that's the side hustle. Investments, I'm telling you. They not really getting bread. These niggas signing for $2 million. He got 300, 400K advancement. That's it. He gonna get the rest of that shit if he can produce what the fuck he signed in that contract. And you gotta do everything that's in that contract, every single thing. So, you know, I ain't that type of guy. So, you know, if you got it independent, you gonna always last. Independent, you always gonna last. If you got your shit authentic, you will never flop. Never. I seen this shit with Duck. If I'm lying, I'm down. Can't nobody ever show me a post where he ever shared his own music. Never seen him post his own music. Ever in life.
You're right.
Never.
You know Bodine?
Yeah.
BG Cash? Bodine, my
I know Bodine. I fuck with Bodine.
Susan.
He ain't never post his own shit. He never post his own music. Never ever in life. Never ever. Never. Never seen them share shit. He'll get around and say, hey, turn this on. Who got the aux? Or he'll log in on your phone and get on his email, play the shit. Man. Other than that, he ain't never seen them. This just dropped out now.
All right. Hey, real nigga shit. Salute to food. Well, rest in peace, Duck, of course. And I'm not even going to ask about Kyro. I ain't even going to.
Kyro, no. Listen, man, we
already. It's already clear as day.
I ain't got nothing against Kyro. Kyro is funny though. Free Kyro though. That's listen.
Okay, he is. Funny.
One thing about it is two things for certain. What I did find out is he is related to Duck on bro other side. So it's like
he is.
Yeah, he is. So.
Okay, so he wasn't trolling when he posted.
No, he wasn't trolling. He wasn't trolling when he was saying. Now I don't know what he was really on when he was doing that, but I don't know. But he said he wasn't trolling. I don't know. He funny though. He cool though.
I can never tell with Kyro.
I ain't got no problem with Kyro though. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Kyro.
Final few questions, and then we gonna call it a day. We talked about a decent amount of shit. This gonna last for the rest of the year. But now. No matter how many times I ask this question, it's always important to ask because you my dog. How you feeling mentally? You all good?
Mentally, I'm always good because I'm here. I'm blessed. Like I done been locked up. I could be dead. So if I'm here mentally, I'm always good. I look at it like, don't get me wrong, motherfuckers go through their little battles and shit, and I don't knock mental health, but all that shit is just like a crutch, a way to just hold you back. Oh man, I was stressed out today, or I was going through depression today, or my anxiety today, or my bipolar disorder, or my schizophrenia. That's just a way to slow you down. You feel me? To make you not, I ain't do shit today because my depression kicked in. I done had them days. I done had months like that. Shit done happen. Oh, my depression kicked in, man. I'm gonna get to it. But the whole time it's just some shit that's holding me back.
At this point, I would ask for TCW feedback because it's already going to grow, but because my dumbass camera keys dying, we're going to have to cut it short.
Man, you can slow stroke it a little bit. Ask the last question, man.
No. Man, look, all it's going to be is feedback. Okay, fine. Summarize and make it quick. I've been posting you for a long time. You know me as a person. You know how I do my job and everything, and I put everything up I can about you, and it always goes up. How do you feel about the post that's been made about you by TCW?
Good. I'll be cool with it. Like sometimes people call me and be like, "Man, he posted this about you, up the band, this, that, and the third." I don't ever knock it. I don't feel like you ever posted nothing that's like disrespectful or nothing like out of pocket. I don't know. I just feel like you do what you supposed to do. You do your job. Shit. You post what motherfuckers post. Right? You post what's on public. Like what's to the public eye. Like.
Hey, and that's how I always been trying to tell people about me. Everything I posted, you have put it up first.
Yeah,
it's just because of how I got my page set up, it's gonna look like I'm the one that's posting it.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I don't know. I probably the only time I ever said something to you was when you had me like tagged and posted like goofies and shit, and they just was on like some groupie fan shit. Other than that, I don't be caring if you like say my name, but I just be like, don't tag me with them niggas. Like other than that, I don't be caring. But like when you post it, if you post some shit and you catch some shit, I don't be caring if you gotta post my name because of course I posted some shit or commented some shit. But other than that, I just don't be liking to be tagged with them niggas. You can tag them, I don't be caring.
Yeah, I slow down on tagging certain people.
Other than that, I say that's the only time I said something, but that was like one time. Other than that, though, I never really cared, though. It was never, other than that, I ain't never really, and that wasn't even no issue, so I ain't never had no issue. Y'all always post good content. Y'all took the page from the last time I seen it when I had my gram and I was on the heavy. Y'all had the positive shit going on, so I was saluting that for sure. Y'all want posting no diss songs. That's another thing. That's why I say
and I haven't done so since then.
That's why I say that's like another uplifting thing, because that's the biggest page for any Chicago artist. You ain't really gonna get no spotlight if you ain't coming through that page. So that's the biggest page for any Chicago growing artist. So to get posted on that page is like to get posted on any major platform on there. So when a motherfucker not posting diss songs, you get to really see a motherfucker creativity. You get to see if a motherfucker really an artist. Like, that's where you get to take a motherfucker out the box. You get to see if a motherfucker an artist. You feel me? That's how you get to see the artist. I like to hear artists. I come up there, I see some motherfuckers with potential. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Some motherfuckers I see you post, I'll be like, man, why the fuck is he... Like, I get it. Give everybody a chance. But some shit is just like... Some shit you just have to be real with people. Like, you gotta come back.
Certain shit I don't slow down on. I don't update since then too. So I haven't done better. But all right though, appreciate you always, cause that is some real ass shit. And as you can see, I've done better and doing better, and I will continue.
Chicago Wave, what's your message to the youth?
There's a million things I could say to them, but if there's one thing that they need to know that I feel like they should know, I'm here for them.